Coming on the heels of an exciting overtime win over Buffalo, the Portland Lumberjax are playing exciting in-your-face lacrosse. Tonight, it's a trip to Philadelphia, a city where sports legends are made, and the Wings are no exception. But the last 4 years show they're overdue. How will the Wings' youth and determination match up against the Jax' confidence? You'll see next on Jax TV here on PDX 49. We are live at the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the home of the 6-time NLL champion Philadelphia Wings. The Portland Lumberjax are looking for their 8th straight regular season victory. But, folks, it will not come easy tonight. Hi, everybody. Scott Lynn along with Brian Silcott. Great to have you with us here on Jax TV. Of course, Portland won its season opener 2 weeks ago in Portland in dramatic fashion, an overtime goal to win it. Philadelphia last week opened its season on the road at Edmonton and lost on a last-second goal. Brian, there's no question the Wings are going to want to bounce back tonight. Yeah, there's a proud lacrosse tradition here in Philadelphia, and they've been 4 years out of the playoffs right now. They have 6 championships under their name, so this is a big one for them. They don't want to go 0-2. They need to get a win tonight, but the Jacks are going to be standing in their way. Indeed. Now, these teams played here a year ago, and Portland got the win. It was Dallas Eliuk's homecoming, his return to Philadelphia after playing here 15 years, and Mike Hominick had one of the greatest goals you'll ever see. Yeah, Homie had a lot of nice goals last year, but this is definitely one of the prettiest. For you kids at home here, this is not showing off. He gets the best angle by putting it behind his back there. It was also a really special night for Dallas last year, his first time back in Philadelphia after a tremendous career here. You know, the guys played their hearts out for him, and it was a huge win for the Jacks, a huge day for Dallas.
Really enjoyed that ovation that he got, and I think our team also kind of worked off that energy and kind of really wanted to do well for Dallas.
And we talked with Dallas. He's a little excited about tonight's game. He said it's a lot different, though, this time around. We'll hear from him in just a second on that. But also, we talked with Coach Derek Keenan about tonight's game to get his thoughts.
It's a difficult matchup for us. I think in particular their offense is very, very solid, very deep. They've got 7 or 8 guys who can put the ball in the net. So I think the key for us is to be able to stop them in our end and get our transition game going into our offense. I think that's going to be key for us, is in our end first.
And our Les Schwab alignment matchup, Dallas Eliuk in goal against the Wings' young guns, including Kyle Wales. Yeah, Kyle Wales, a nice rookie out of Brown University, left-handed playmaker. 3 goals, I think, last week, but that was not shooting against Dallas Eliuk. Dallas is the best goaltender ever, and I'm sure he's excited to play in Philadelphia again, and Kyle's going to have a tough time getting the ball past him. And we talked with Dallas Eliuk just a few minutes ago about facing these talented young guns.
They have a number of good outside shooters. They're a fast-moving team, so we're prepared to play them. It's going to be a fast game.
Coming up, folks, it is the keys to the game, and the fans are ready. Hopefully you are as well. We'll have the opening face-off in just a moment. Stay with us, folks. It's the Jacks and the Wings from Philadelphia here on PDX 49. Will the Jacks do it again?
Here's a money-saving idea. Quest has a challenge for you, a challenge to save money. Do the math and add up what you're spending on high-speed internet, cable TV, local and long-distance service. If you're not bundling with Quest, you may be spending too much. Get blazing fast high-speed internet, direct TV service, and reliable digital voice. All for under $93 a month. Compare, bundle, and save. That's our spirit of service.
Someday, a backyard. Someday, medical school. Someday, a home office.
Hi,
Someday, a real vacation. Talk with a Wells Fargo banker today and find the right way to reach your someday.
You're looking at the unit body structure of one of the most well-built sedans in America. Its reputation for quality and reliability are unmatched. Its commitment to safety uncompromising. This is the soul of every Accord we make. Then we pour our hearts into it. And that completes the picture. The Accord from Honda.
Lease a Honda Accord for $199 a month for well-qualified customers. At Papa Murphy's Pizza, thin is in. Thin as in our delight pizzas, made with cracker-thin crust, real mozzarella, and the freshest ingredients. Thin as in a thin waistline because you get great taste with fewer calories. And finally, thin as in a skinny little price tag. Now get a pepperoni meat or veggie delight for just $6.99. Because thin is in. Handmade in our kitchen, home-baked in your oven. That's Papa Murphy's.
Tonight's coverage of Portland Lumberjacks indoor lacrosse is brought to you by Quest. The spirit of service is Quest. By Scion. What moves you? Scion. By Wells Fargo. The next stage in banking is Wells Fargo. By Les Schwab Tires. We take pride in performance. Les Schwab Tires. By On Deck Sports Bar and Grill, Portland's premier sports bar. And by Southwest Washington Medical Center. Advanced medicine with a human touch. Welcome back to Philadelphia. And Brian, what are the keys to the game for the Jacks?
Keys to this game, first one is going to be transition. That's going to be a key to every game that the Lumberjacks play this season. It's really more of a key to the season than a key to the game for the Jacks. The next one is going to be their spacing on offense. The Philadelphia team will come out and pressure them a lot. The Jacks need to maintain their spacing in order to be able to move the ball. And the final one is playing four hard quarters. Philadelphia's a little suspect in the conditioning area. We want to run them all game and tire them out a bit.
And we are underway. Pat Jones and Peter Jacobs with the face-off, and there's a mad scramble for the ball. And here we go. And in the home whites, it is the Philadelphia Wings that come away with the first opportunity on offense. The Jacks defense scrambles on.
Philadelphia's awesome on the face-offs. They have two great ones. They'll win a lot of the draws probably tonight. The Jacks' primary concern will be making sure there's no goals scored off the face-offs.
It'll be interesting to see an early shot. Eliuk with a nice save on the low shot. First save of the night by Dallas Eliuk, who was the league's Defensive Player of the Year in the first game, after the first week.
See him trying to get the ball to Sharpie there. Sharpie, first game back here, getting a chance right away. Just I think Dallas saw him a bit late, though. Couldn't get the ball to him.
Here's Christmas with the ball. Now they'll wait up and set and go into the 5-on-5 offense.
Philly's going sneak here right away. They're going to have 6 offensive players on the floor right away here.
The goalie has come off.
Actually looks like, yeah, we have a delayed penalty.
And Berge with a shot missed wide to the left. Shot clock is reset.
Piece of the pipe there. Yeah, he caught the pipe.
So they still have the 6-on-5 opportunity. A penalty coming up against Portland here in just a moment. Marol gives on top, and here they try to get it to Berge, and it's still Philadelphia with the ball. Shot. Oh, man.
Another
nice
reset.
Save.
This is when it starts to get really tough to play defense. They've been playing for a minute and a half. The defenders are getting tired. This is when you can make bad mistakes. The Jacks got to hold tight here.
Shot, save, big push in front of the net, scramble for the ball, and now the whistle and a stoppage of play, and now the penalty will come.
And right there, we saw something that's going to be an important factor in this game. The Jacks need to box out the Philadelphia players, keep them away from the goal. They have several guys that like to crash for rebounds. That was Mark Morley there. He's not one of the ones that is known for it. It's more Jeff Ratcliffe, but they got to keep them away from the goal after a shot.
So Philadelphia will have the man advantage here for the next 2 minutes.
1 minute 52 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen,
Jacks playing a box here on defense. They'll alternate between a diamond and with a little rotation and just playing a box, holding still on the corners.
Marol with a shot, saved by Eliuk. Dallas Eliuk played 15 years here in Philadelphia, won 4 championships with the Wings. He was the MVP of the championship game on 2 occasions, in '98 and 2001. Great history here in Philadelphia. And here's an opportunity for the Jacks. The loose ball scooped up by Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philly pressuring them all over the floor there. They have the extra man. They can take a few chances, and they started pressing immediately as soon as Portland got the ball.
This is Kyle Wales with the ball. We talked about him earlier. Good player. Very good young player.
Yeah, one of many guys in this team that can really shoot the ball.
Marol. Dan Marol. And the shot there, no good. And again, the rebound. And again, you talked about boxing out. Jacks have to do it. Marol with a shot, no good. And another opportunity. Boy, the defense has been out there.
Yeah, this can get exhausting. This can definitely get exhausting. And right now, we do not have, we have Ryan Powell's out there on the man short. Not a great situation for us either.
Boy, Jacks get a break there as Radcliffe had a great opportunity, and he sticks it in the net anyway.
Yeah, he beat RP. Ryan's not known for his defensive skills. He got beat underneath there. No, and the Jacks like to channel people up top, get the help coming from up top. So when RP got beat underneath, there's no one there to help. Radcliffe very nicely dives across from out to the goal, puts it around the far side. This is the way Radcliffe likes to score. Some people dive and come back behind their back. Radcliffe loves to dive, uses long arms to reach around the goaltender, gets a nice shot right there, and the goal.
Radcliffe in his 7th National Lacrosse League season, all with the Wings here. He did not play in the season opener at Edmonton.
No, he did not. It was a strange thing. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. He's a fantastic player, scores a lot of goals for them, but did not play in their first game.
And again, you talk about faceoffs. Is it a big deal that Philadelphia is probably going to win most of the faceoffs tonight?
It can be. Portland's philosophy is they're always going to try to win draws. They're going to try and scrap for the ball, but ultimately they don't want to give goals off of fast breaks from the draw, and that's their primary concern. They're going to, throughout the season, they'll lose a lot of draws. This game in particular, though, Philadelphia could dominate them.
Sean Greenhall was wide, and now the shot and a goal! It's Ian Kreischerle with the equalizer.
That's transition lacrosse. That's what the Jacks love to do, and that would be Ian Kreischerle's first goal, I believe. The rookie getting a nice opportunity there, putting it in the top shelf with the right hand.
The 20-year-old student from Windsor University, Whitby, Ontario native, lives in Orono now in Ontario, and it's his first goal as a member of the Lumberjacks.
Here it is, the stud, Brody Merrill, bringing it up the floor. He finds the rookie in front, shooting from the wrong side, but due to Brody carrying it down the side as the goalie moving, puts it back to the opposite side. That's a nice goal.
Assist to Merrill and Peter Morgan. And the Jacks with the goal that ties it at 1.
Wings are 3 for 3 on draws already without really much difficulty.
Schneider, he is tough.
Snyder's a great player, and he'll pick up the draw, try and take his man one-on-one off of face-off. He's a really complete player.
And another goal.
That's Marol there.
Yes, it is. Dan Marol.
Same type of goal there again. Comes underneath and dives across the mouth of the goal, puts it around the far side of Dallas. It's a really tough position for Dallas to be in there because the scorer is so close to him diving through the crease. Something that's illegal in college, but the guys can do here. The Jacks have to prevent guys from coming underneath. We don't have help coming when the guy beats you underneath. They got to channel him up and into the help.
Scott Stapleford was defending there, had his hands full. Eliuk didn't have much chance. The Wings have had the ball most of this first quarter.
Yeah, and that's a bad loose ball loss there. The Jacks had an easy chance on it, and kind of got caught up in the carpet, it looked like, and we couldn't get the ball.
Well, the carpet has just been freshly laid on the ice because the Philadelphia Flyers had a game here. It ended just a couple hours ago.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing to watch that turnaround.
Everybody, including all of our crew, working hard to get things ready after
and they did a great job.
Yes, they did. Our thanks to everybody. And here we go. The Jacks down 2-1 with about 10 minutes left here in this first quarter. Mike Hominick with it. There's the coach of the Philadelphia Wings, Lindsey Sanderson. Of course, you heard from Derek Keenan earlier. Right now, Peter Morgan trying to get it in the middle. Bateman had it for a moment, but it's stolen away by the Wings. He lost the ball. Ball is loose. I think the Jacks are going to come away with it.
As we watch the Jacks on offense, pay attention. The Wings are going to come out and pressure them all over the place. The Jacks need to move the ball, use the pick and roll, and maintain their positioning and stay spread out so they have people to outlet on both sides all the time.
Hominick tried to get it to Bateman. It was stolen away. And again, the Jacks out on defense. Here's Berge. Jake Berge, number 66, from some pretty good bloodlines, huh?
Yes, he is. His dad, Bill, played here for the Eagles. He's a very popular player here for obvious reasons.
I think he got the biggest ovation from the fans here at the Wachovia Center. Here's Brody Merrill in transition. He'll hold it up now and give to Stapleford. Stapleford, who scored the game winner in overtime in the opener 2 weeks ago. Let's see Halliday on the pick and roll, and I think Halliday's going to be called for an illegal screen.
Yeah, and we talked about that last week. That's something they're enforcing a bit more.
There's timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside as well. 8:48 left here in the first quarter. The Wings lead the Jacks 2-1.
Do you, Dick, take Jane to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do. Yes!
DickSaysYes.com. Thousands of vehicles to choose from, and just as many ways to finance one for you.
It's Bedrooms West end of the year clearance sale. Save up to 60% on children's beds, futons, water beds, electronic air and conventional beds.
Including memory foam mattresses and flotation systems with no payment or interest for 1 full year.
Don't miss the end of the year clearance sale at these Bedrooms West locations.
Whatever you need for a good night's sleep, furniture at its best at Bedrooms West.
Do you, Dick, take Jane to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do. Yes!
DickSaysYes.com. Thousands of vehicles to choose from, and just as many ways to finance one for you.
Welcome back, everybody, to Philadelphia, where the Jacks are down 2-1 to the Wings. Derek Keenan was pretty optimistic about how his team might be able to do tonight.
Yeah, I like what Derek's got going here, coming out of the timeout. It's be interesting to see what happens here. They're putting Brody on the ball, and it looks like they're going to lock everybody off and give Brody a chance to try and take the ball away. Coach Keenan getting a little aggressive with his best player, giving him a chance to make something happen.
Derek Keenan, in his 3rd year as an NLL coach, you saw his overall record 17-16. This, of course, his 2nd year with the Lumberjacks, and here's Berge with a shot and a goal.
That was just a bad defensive error there by the Jacks. It looked like the guy that was on ball was looking for a switch. It didn't happen, and Berge's all alone coming down the chute.
No wonder they like him here.
Yeah, in addition to being popular because of his father, Jake's actually a very good player as well. Nice pick there by Ratcliffe. Picks off 2 players, and Berkey's all alone. That's a very high percentage shot for him.
Jake Berge in his 10th year in the league, all with the Wings. His best year was back in 2001. He scored 86 points with 43 goals. He scored the Wings' very first goal of the season at Edmonton last week, but that early lead did not hold up, and they lost on a last-second goal. But that's a big one as it gives the Wings an early 3-1 lead. Look out here. Oh, off the crossbar.
Being completely outshot as well. The Wings are getting far more shots. They're getting more loose balls. In many ways, we're lucky it's only 3-1 at this point.
The shots are something like 12-1 right now, 13-1 maybe, but the score is all of a sudden 4-1. The Wings scoring at will at the moment. It's a scary proposition, but there's a long way to go.
Yeah, we talked about the face-offs, and is that going to make a difference in the game? Not overall, but if they keep giving them the ball on loose balls, face-offs in all different ways, they're going to get more opportunities like this. That's one that maybe should be saved, but the reality is we need to be on people's hands and not give them those open shots.
Dan Marol with the goal. Last year, of course, in the game against the Jacks, he had 1 goal and 4 assists, a 5-point night, and again, you see the face-off, and you see one more time the Wings with the ball and on the attack.
Yeah, the Jacks just haven't had the ball at all. The defenders are going to start getting tired, not to mention, obviously, a lot more chances to score, a lot more chances to get shots.
Nice pick and roll there, and Ratcliffe had a pretty good look.
Yeah, the Jacks look like they're struggling a bit with the picks right now, or getting out of position. They got to clean that up, or this could be a long night.
Ryan Sharp shot! And a good save by Jay Priest, who was in goal tonight for the Wings. He had a good game against Edmonton, even though it was a loss. He did have 37 saves.
And right, this is where being a transition team can become tough. We played a ton of defense. Offensively, we like to transition, but it also wouldn't be bad right now to use a little bit of a shot clock and give the defenders a chance to rest.
Snyder had a pretty good look. Eliuk with the save. Under 7 minutes left here in this first quarter. It has been pretty much all Philadelphia. And here's a chance. Oh, what a nice save. Jed Prosner, who had 2 late goals in the win against the Buffalo Bandits on opening night, had a good chance there.
Yeah, great cut and a great feed by Stableford. That was a very nice play. Just couldn't finish it off.
But you make a good point. It'd be nice for the defense to be off for a while.
Absolutely. Yeah, right now, Derek Keenan's not worried about the score. What he's worried about is the number of opportunities that Philadelphia is getting.
And there's a turnover. Jacks come away with it. Brody Merrill. Brody, the defenseman of the year last year in the National Lacrosse League. There's a shot. It is deflected, and so it'll be Portland ball.
Interesting. I didn't see a deflection, but that's a nice thing for Portland.
They get the break. They could use a few right now.
Yeah, here we're going to finally get an offensive set. I think we've only had 2 so far in this game where we've actually gotten the offense on and gotten to play with us. Let's see how the Jacks can do here.
Last year, of course, the Jacks won at 15-12. Brody Merrill had 2 goals and 7 assists, which was an incredible night.
Yeah, 2 goals, 7 assists. I think he had like 19 loose balls and also beat up their captain that night as well.
The captain, Thomas Hayek. There's a shot and a goal, I believe, yes.
Absolutely, Thomas Hominick there doing a little bit of Philadelphia's trick, crashing on the goaltender after a rebound and putting it away.
I saw the ball in the back of the net. The official was a little slow in raising both hands to signify it was in, but yes, it's a goal.
I wonder if they're looking at questioning maybe it was in the crease, but he was really tight there, but does a great job getting the ball, dumping it in.
Mike Hominick, who again had the hat trick in last year's game here in Philadelphia, and including that great over-the-shoulder shot you saw in the open. Oh, my goodness.
That was a beautiful goal.
That was something else.
Hominick has great hands. He's so smooth. He's fun to watch play the game.
Jones gives to Merrill. Merrill will wait for the offense to set. And again, you see that defense following them everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, they'll come way out to play. One thing it does do is it opens up the pick and roll, and their defenders are pressing and have their backs and can't see the pick coming on them that far away from the cage. And it creates opportunities for the pick and roll.
Brosner went low. Look out here. Wings in transition. What a save by Eliuk. Oh, baby.
Kyle Sweeney's one of the best transition guys. Gets up and down the floor. Sweeney's problem is always not a great shooter. He'll get opportunities like that. He's fast. He's athletic. But he's not great at finishing.
Peter Morgan with the ball, holds up now, lets them reset. Peter Morgan, last year's leading scorer for the Jacks with 54 points in the regular season, including 25 goals. Oh, that was a nice play.
And right there, you can see it, that opportunity's opened up by the fact that the wings are so spread out.
Hominick with a shot on goal. Clock will reset. Halliday picks it up, and again, they'll reset and run a play. And now the goalie is pulled. Eliuk to the box, so it's going to be a man advantage for Portland.
Yep, delayed penalty coming up here. Portland put on the 6 offensive players. And wisely taking their time to get set. They're still got about 15 in the shot clock here.
This is Peter Morgan. Gives it up. Halliday, a rocket. No good. They'll reset. Brosner comes away with it. Dumps it into the corner. This is Hominick. Other side, good look, great play, and a good save.
Great.
Morgan had a great foul. It was.
Tic-tac-toe there, bing, bing, back and forth, and Peter couldn't handle it, though.
But it's going to be a 2-minute minor for one of the Philadelphia players, and the Jacks will have a man advantage in the power play.
Right time to call Western Culinary Institute.
When can I find out about a future in the culinary industry?
When can I start preparing for a career in hotels, restaurants, resorts, and cruise ships?
When should I call this number?
Call for a free CD about Western Culinary Institute. Operators are standing by. Call toll-free 1-866-WCI-CHEF, 1-866-924-2433 now.
If you haven't called yet, what are you waiting for? Call now to find out about a culinary career like the one you just saw. It's all here in this free Hot Culinary Careers and How to Get One guide. It's got details on today's in-demand jobs.
Call Western Culinary Institute now to find out how to get your free Hot Culinary Careers Guide. Someone is here to take your call 24 hours a day. Call toll-free 866-WCI-CHEF. That's 866-924-2433. Call now.
Well, if you're enjoying tonight's game here in Philadelphia, you'll want to mark down next week's game. We are traveling with the Lumberjacks once again, and we will be in Phoenix next Friday night, the 19th, against the Arizona Sting. And, of course, the next home game is on January 20th. It's 7 o'clock. Get your tickets now, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun when the Arizona Sting come to town. revenge time for the Jacks.
Absolutely, absolutely. Jacks on the power play here. A chance to get back within one.
Ball is loose. Big battle. Look out. We'll see now. Philadelphia will hold it up. Oh, this will be over and back, will it not?
Yes, it will.
Yes, sir. So the Jacks will get it, again with a man advantage. Minute 33 on the penalty, so they still have the power play for a minute and a half plus. It's Hominick, Peter Morgan, Halliday, also Ryan Powell, and on top, Bruce Alexander.
Big Bruce at the point. Philadelphia playing a diamond on defense here. They'll rotate out of that when the ball moves quickly.
Morgan gives it to Hominick, and another nice save. This goalie, Priest, is pretty impressive early on.
He does look pretty good. Yeah, he holds his pipe well.
Still over a minute on the power play. We'll see if Philadelphia tries to take any shot on goal. They might just want to run the clock down, use most of the shot clock, and dump it in the corner. We'll see.
That's what it looks like. You know, what a lot of teams do is at the end of the time, they'll try to get a shot, see if they can get a rebound and kill some more time. But again, they really want to make sure they burn the full 30 seconds off the clock.
A shot that Dallas was all over. And now 40 seconds on the penalty. So one more opportunity here for Portland with the man advantage. Same 5 on against the diamond. Cutting through, and Halliday had a shot. Rebound, goal! It is good, Ryan Powell.
Very nice goal there, and you can see Philadelphia's confidence in their athleticism, how high Sweeney plays on that man short. But that does open up opportunities in the middle, which is what the Jacks look for here. They get the ball into the center, they get the shot. Nice rebound by RP, puts it away.
Ryan Powell in his 6th year in the league. Lives in Portland, of course. And he has really shown some stuff here in the first 2 games.
Absolutely, he's off to a fantastic start.
Powell, of course, was the player of the game against the Bandits on opening night, as Crashley comes away with it. 2 goals, 4 assists, a 6-point night for Ryan Powell. And the Jacks, who fell behind early, if you just tuned in, they were down 4-1. They've come back to 4-3 and now have a chance to tie.
It's nice seeing Crashley get involved. He's got a couple loose balls. He's got a goal already.
And here's Halliday, just wide to the right. Stapleford comes up. Only 3 on the shot clock. Bateman will have to shoot it. And he just dumps it in the court.
Yeah, that's a wise choice there. He doesn't want to give an opportunity for any kind of fast break, but put in the corner to make sure they get their defense on.
Under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. It was all Philadelphia early. And Eliuk with a great save. Point-blank shot. And a good save.
That's Snyder. He looks for opportunities. He wants to dodge. He's athletic. He wants to go after it. And they may have called a penalty there for running into the goalie.
Yes, they did. So Jeff Snyder goes to the penalty box. Snyder, who was a player who was signed just the night before the opener last week.
Right here, you can see Snyder comes down, good athlete, gets by the defense, then takes the shot, and he gets called goalie interference here. Running in the Dallas is something you just can't do.
Snyder goes to the penalty box. He was the number 4 pick in the entry draft this year. And the power play for Portland again. A chance to tie here.
When you're struggling a bit, the power play is a great way to get back on track. It's giving the Jacks a chance here to get things evened up.
Both of these teams struggled in their first games on a power play. Philadelphia was 0 for 5 at Edmonton. Portland just 2 for 5. But they started 2 for 3, so it could have been a much better night for them.
Yeah, Portland's power play at the beginning of last year, they really struggled with it. And it got better as the year went on, and they have the exact same 5 guys playing on it this year. So I think that it will be pretty strong. It may take them a little while to get in the groove, but over the course of the season, I think our power play will be just fine.
The shot went off the leg of Crashley, who frees it up again. Ian Crashley, the 20-year-old rookie, who was drafted in the 2nd round, number 21 overall in the entry draft.
Again, nice to be calling his name a lot. He's a young player that's going to be with us for a long time, hopefully.
Alexander on top. Cutter, shot, save. Jack still with it. Clock shot reset. Out on top, Alexander. Thought shot. Now he'll wait. Try to get it to Hominick. Alexander rocket, wide left. And the shot clock, I think, let's see if it was reset. Yeah, I think the official said it was deflected.
Yep, yeah, they're calling that it hit the goaltender, I guess.
It did hit the goaltender. I thought he might have gotten a piece of it, and that's what the official called. So
fresh 30 and about 35 in the penalty.
So there's still time. Shot by Morgan, no good. And that will probably be the last opportunity here in the period, although here comes a chance. 7 seconds left. Ryan Sharp. Merrill had a chance, but time's going to run out of the first quarter. There'll still be 17 seconds left on the power play when we begin the second quarter. Derek Keenan's team fell behind early 4-1, but the Jacks have come back. And at the end of the first quarter, it is Philadelphia 4, Portland 3. Don't go away. We got a long way to go.
You're looking at cutting-edge medicine. Surprised? Our jumping clinics help female athletes avoid injuries. Of course, when they do occur, it's good to know that the region's best orthopedic surgeons and rehab services are right here in Vancouver, with the kind of innovative thinking that can keep you on the move.
A lot of brilliant engineering went into making the Toyota Tacoma famously tough. Of course, a lot of brilliant engineering also went into making the interior really nice. Get Tacoma for 5.9% APR financing for 60 months. Toyota, a smart way to keep moving forward.
Hey, check out Budget's great big wall of values today. Hey, look at this dual-core system start at $599. You can get laptops to watch movies for only $399. Hey, an IBM Lenovo dual-core laptop for only $799. Come on down to Budget Computers. We're open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, and open on Sunday. Give us a call at 646-1776. That's 646-1776.
Hey, Brian, got your hat and boots ready? Country Night next Saturday, January 20th at the Rose Garden. That's right. Your Lumberjacks will host the Arizona Sting on the second night of a home-and-home. Of course, the night before, they'll be playing down in Phoenix, and the action's going to be flying high. Get your tickets now for Saturday, the Arizona Sting in the Rose Garden against your Lumberjacks. For tickets, go to portlandjacks.com or call 503-797-9739. That's 797-9739. Under 10 seconds left on the power play.
Scott, I don't know if I have a cowboy hat. Can I borrow yours?
Yeah, wait a minute. I don't have one either. We'll have to get it before next week, won't we? So the no damage as far as the Wings are concerned on the power play. They've killed it successfully. Shot there was wide, and now a transition. Looky here, Brody Merrill. Yes!
He is fun to watch, folks. Brody Merrill just getting out in front of everybody. That is the worst nightmare of every team in the NLL. Brody Merrill coming down there all alone. I've mentioned several times before how much Brody likes to go 5-hole. He does not here. Comes down all by himself, puts it down in the low corner, decides this time, well, maybe we'll switch it up a bit. Scores anyway.
Brody led all of the defensemen in the league with 49 points in the regular season last year. He, of course, was the NLL Rookie of the Year, the Defensive Player of the Year. And the thing that we don't talk about a whole lot is the loose balls. He ended up with 214 loose balls last year, the second most in league history.
Yeah, there's a guy named Jim Veltman who is the ground ball man. His name is Scoop, and Brody was the first person, I think, ever to really challenge him for the title of most ground balls in the league.
So it's all tied up here early in the second quarter. Shot by Halliday was saved.
The Jacks got to be feeling pretty good now. They really did not have a good start. They never had the ball early on in that quarter, but here they are early in the second, tied at 4.
Crease violation. Philadelphia comes away with it now. This is Christmas with the ball.
Very fast, very quick. Johnny Christmas out of UVA, plays for the Boston Cannons in the summer in the outdoor game. Is really picking up the indoor game pretty well.
Cutting through, look out here. Berge with it on top. Shot by Greenhall, no. Good save again by Eliuk.
Berge likes to use his muscle down there, but that's not going to work against Ryan Sharp. Ryan Sharp's the big, strong kid.
Berge came away with it. And now they reset. Here's the shots on goal. Boy, look at that. Have the Jacks ever come back? Remember, Philadelphia was up something like 13-1 at the outset of this.
Yeah, that's a good indicator of the change in pace of the game right there.
Jacks getting a little more physical now. The defense finally rested, I guess.
Yeah, that could be part of it. And the offense got on to get the shots, which is nice. Remember, they had those power plays, and we got off several shots during the power play.
That's true, too.
During each of them, actually.
Bruce Alexander, who runs the point on the power play for Portland, is also a defender, and he's out there on defense right now. There's a shot and a goal. It is Mark Morley with his second of the night.
Yeah, the Jacks are trying to get matchups by size. They're putting their big guys. Philadelphia plays with very big guys on the right-handed sides and more quick guys on the left-handed side. And a lot of those quick lefties like to step away to shoot. We see Mark Morley do it right here. Steps back away from the goal to get the outside shot. So the Jacks are going to be putting their faster players on that side to try and match up with those guys to get out on them, and the big, strong guys against the righties.
And a battle for the loose ball here, and it's Philadelphia comes away with it. We talked about them winning the faceoffs. Jeff Snyder against Edmonton last week won 12 of 14 when he was in the center there, and Peter Jacobs also was very dominant. He won, I think it was 11 of 15 on the night.
Yeah, they're both very, very good. And Peter's a little bit older than Jeff. He's been doing it a lot longer, but Jeff Snyder's a young guy who's great at winning draws. He actually played for the Canadian team and was named the MVP in the World Championships this year after beating the U.S., and he dominated faceoffs in that game also.
Another chance for Portland. Dominic scoops it up. Oh, man.
That's going to be a penalty. Absolutely. That might be a 5-minute major.
We shall see. It's the Jacks are bringing on the extra attacker. Same situation. They'll have the man advantage here even before they get the chance to have a 2-minute or a 5-minute advantage. Dominic. Holiday. Powell, and it's scooped up. No, it's still loose. Bateman. Oh, my goodness. There it is. So, it's getting physical, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's getting a little chippy down there.
Well, these two teams don't like each other, I don't think, all that much. I mean, they say, if you talk to them, well, you know, that was last year, but there were two pretty good fights last year. And it cost, in fact, one of the players that you talked about, Thomas Hayek, was ejected from last year's game.
And right here, this is a dangerous play. I mean, I don't know if they called a 5 or not. I think they only gave him a 2, but that really should be a 5. That's a dangerous play. Pushing something in the back near the boards like that. You know, you're going head first into the board. That should be a 5-minute penalty, although they only called a 2.
So Christmas goes into the penalty box, and that is a goal.
That is Bruce Alexander. The man has a cannon. If he gets hot shooting from up there, Philadelphia's in big trouble.
See, it looks all the time like he's going to just pass, you know, and that's what he does most of the time. Then boom, just like that.
Absolutely. That's something that helped us a lot at the end of last year when he started hitting those shots. It changed things for the Jacks, made their power play much stronger. If he's hitting this shot, you have to step out. And when it's on, it hits the corner like that, you're not stopping. That ball's moving 110 miles an hour.
Bruce Alexander, 6'5", 255, 8th year in the league. Assistant team captain. It has equaled the score here at 5. Look out. Jacks come away with it. So it's again 5-on-5 after the goal. Christmas out of the penalty box, and here we go. We're even again. This is Bateman, Ryder Bateman, 3rd year in the league. Cutter, shot, good save. Stapleford had a good look.
He really did there. The Jacks were actually just getting their 5th man on as Stapleford popped open there.
Can't let down for a second, can you?
No, you can't. Yeah, the guys are constantly moving, constantly cutting. This is a tough game, and it's very active, very physical, and you really can't rest. Offense, defense, you're going all the time. It's much different than field lacrosse in that aspect. In field lacrosse, you have moments when you can kind of relax. There's not much going on, but in this game, it's constant. We get another goal right there.
That was very, very nicely done. Ratcliffe, again, his second of the night. That was pretty.
Yeah, Jeff Ratcliffe's a big kid with very soft, nice hands. We'll get a good look at it here on the replay. Nice behind the back pass. It looks like he has Dallas now thinking about the dive. He starts to dive across and then dumps it down low.
All started by the over-the-shoulder pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a nice little flip behind the back on that pass.
That over-the-shoulder pass was Peter Jacobs who set him up for the assist. Also an assist credited to Kyle Wales.
Brody out there applying pressure, picking up loose balls.
By the way, Portland's Peter Morgan has a 4-point night already with 4 assists tonight. So that's good stuff. We're going to step aside for a moment. There's a timeout on the floor. 9:56 left here in the first half. 6-5 Philadelphia leading the Jacks.
Two options: change the road or change the SUV. Introducing the Acura MDX with super handling all-wheel drive. Technology takes it to a whole new place. Acura. Advance.
It's Bedrooms West end of the year clearance sale. Save up to 60% on children's beds, futons, water beds, electronic air and conventional beds.
Including memory foam mattresses and flotation systems with no payment or interest for 1 full year.
Don't miss the end of the year clearance sale at these Bedrooms West locations.
Whatever you need for a good night's sleep, furniture at its best at Bedrooms West.
That'll be you. That's you.
6-5 Philadelphia leading Portland. Hey, the Lumberjacks in the city of Portland are proud to host the 2007 NLL All-Star Game. That's right, the best lacrosse players in the league do battle in Portland's Rose Garden. It's not too early to get your tickets because the house will be packed and jumping. That's Saturday, March 10th, 7 o'clock at the Rose Garden. Get your tickets now. They can be purchased at the Rose Quarter box office, all participating Safeway stores, rosequarter.com, or you can call, of course, 1-877-789-ROSE. We're back to it here. The Wings leading the Jacks 6-5. Halliday up on top. Loose ball. Peter Morgan with 4 assists on the night. Bateman with a push in the back. And it'll just be it's not a penalty, I don't believe. And now let's see what the official says.
I think it's just to be a loose ball push.
Yeah. They stopped play for a moment. I was wondering if they were going to change their mind. Eric Keenan looking on. His Jacks fell behind 4-1 to start this game. They've come back pretty strong, but are down 1 right now.
They may have just called a penalty actually on that.
Well, we're still trying to sort it out.
They're giving the ball back to Portland. I'm not sure exactly what happened here.
I don't think Lindsey Sanderson's liking that call too much.
I'm sure he's not liking whatever's going on.
The official's still talking it over. 9:28 left here in the first half.
I mean, it appeared that Johnny Christmas got blasted in the back, which should have been a loose ball push at least. Somehow Portland's getting the ball back.
We talk about these, as you see Lindsey Sanderson, these young Philadelphia players. They had 3 of the top 8 picks in the entry draft, Snyder and Lord and Iannucci. And then they also picked up the guy who was drafted 9th, who was maybe the best player of all, Kyle Wales.
Yeah, my brother actually drafted Kyle Wales in Calgary and then traded him down to Philadelphia. He's a great player. Played field lacrosse in college in the States at Brown University.
So it's actually a 5-minute against Rob Van Beek.
I wonder if Van Beek may have done something in retaliation after that push on in Christmas's back. If he did something in retaliation that the officials saw and gave him a 5-minute unsportsmanlike for.
So this is huge for Portland.
Yeah, great opportunity here. Great opportunity to get a goal. You got to be patient, as they will be right here. Get the guys in the right spots and get the power play going.
Alexander, Hominick, Peter Morgan. He's assisted on every goal tonight. Got it back. Shot, goal! So after all those assists, he goes, I want one.
Yeah, he decided it's time to put one away himself. And I think that one was actually unassisted as he got it off a loose ball. I was about to say before that happened that we could look for Bruce to shoot again, but instead Peter gets it off the rebound and sticks it in a really tight spot here. I said that Priest was doing a great job of holding his pipe. He does there, but Peter Morgan, 6'6", reaches around and puts it on the far side.
Didn't take Portland long. His second goal of the season, Peter Morgan.
That's 1 goal, 4 assists for Peter Morgan. Great start to the game.
Man. 5-point night, and we're still in the first half, not even midway through the second quarter.
We just got our first faceoff win, I think, on a violation by Philadelphia.
It took that to win one. You got to feel bad for Pat Jones tonight. He's got his hands full.
Yeah, Pat Jones takes the faceoffs for the Jacks. I don't think he would ever consider himself a faceoff specialist. He's good at it. He'll go 50% over the year. Well, he really is the leader and an excellent, smart defenseman.
Dominic shot bounced back over the center stripe. If you're new to box lacrosse, indoor lacrosse, it's like a basketball deal, over and back.
Yeah, and it's not a shot unless it hits the goalie or the pipe. So when it hits off the boards, that is not a shot, so it's the over and back call.
Portland still with the man advantage because with a 5-minute major, you stay out even if you score.
Right, and unlike we saw Philadelphia when they were on defense with their man-up unit, they went out and chased and tried to take away the ball. The Jacks do the opposite. They're going to play man-to-man, solid defense, and leave Brody sitting back in the middle, ready to help if anyone needs it. It's kind of the opposite approach that the Wings take.
And you see the double team there, nowhere for Ratcliffe to go.
Yeah, that's playing perfect man-up defense right there.
So again, a scoring opportunity, power play situation, score tied. Jacks trailed early 4-1 and looked for all the world like they were in a whole lot of trouble for the night. They've come back and it's tied at 6.
They still have over 3 minutes on the power play here.
Bateman lost the handle, now has it. Shot wide right. Scooped up by Prosner, got it back to Alexander. Alexander thinking, shot over the shoulder. Bateman, nice pass. Morgan had a chance to finish again. He usually does finish that particular play.
Yeah, I think he had a little trouble seeing it. It looked like that one snuck by a defense on the way to him. He had a little trouble picking the ball up, I would imagine.
Look out here, Sweeney up. He's going to hold it.
You see the Jacks again. Well, yeah, Brody will take chances to go out and pressure now and again, but they're going to sit back. There's still over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes in the power play. So even if Philadelphia runs down the entire clock, they're still going to be man up for 2 minutes when they get it back.
Rich Morgan defending, shot, look out. Eliuk.
Great job of not giving up a rebound. Makes the save, but also doesn't give up a rebound when Philadelphia gets a chance at another 30 seconds.
The Jack in the Box penalty box. You still see him sitting in there. There's still over 2 minutes left. Shot, save.
That one's probably one, if Dell had another chance, he probably would not have shot that ball. He must have seen something he liked, but they really had no movement. The goalie staring right at him the whole time.
Shot, Eliuk, a good save. And there you saw Snyder. He can be dangerous. That was a nice look.
Yeah, he's going to get his shots over the course of the game. He's really, a complete player. Faces off, plays offense, plays defense. Very, very good athlete.
Halliday. Here's Alexander. Here we go. Reset. 1.5 minutes left in the power play. Shot wide. Peter Morgan had a good look again. Ball knocked loose. Powell gets to Peter Morgan. Oh, he didn't have a chance to catch it.
That was a play that, again, I like that play that Portland's running with cutting that guy down. When Philadelphia spreads out, they don't even see that guy cutting from the top, and he's wide open in the middle.
Halliday! Wide left.
Again on the cut. I mean, they're getting these cuts on the power play, and it's because of Philadelphia's aggressive approach of spreading out and playing up high.
Talk aggressive. How about that play by Bruce Alexander? And now Snyder with a push of Hominick.
Yeah, it should have been a ball push. Absolutely.
And a 2-on-1. Shot. Oh, nice defense. Was that Brody coming out of the back?
I think it was.
Made a stick check. It was big. Opportunity here, Portland. Hominick gives Powell. And the goal's off the setting there.
Yeah, that happens now and again, and the goal usually just puts it right back in its place.
That made it tough to shoot, though. A moving target.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
30 seconds, well, under 30 seconds now, just 24 seconds left on the power play.
Yep, they can kill most of it here, but we're going to get the ball back, man up for a little bit.
shot clock's about 3-4 seconds ahead of the penalty box clock. And a shot there, Eliuk with a save. That would have been bad if that had been a shorthanded goal, but Eliuk with a good save.
And now do it for the power play.
Power play 3-2-1, and now we're even again. Even strength. And Beat comes charging out of the penalty box. And it's 5-on-5. Bateman. 6-6 goal! Ryder Bateman gives the Jacks the lead.
Great shot by Ryder Bateman and great work by Del Halliday. He goes constantly on offense, and right here he does enough. He distracts the defense. They peek at him, frees up Ryder Bateman for a very nice shot from the outside. Keep your eye on Del Halliday here. Comes up, sets the pick, cuts down, draws the defender. That's what gets Bateman free. His hands are free. He gets his feet where he wants them, puts it away.
Ryder is an electrician during the week, and he wired that baby, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
7-6 Jacks on top tonight.
First lead of the game for Jacks.
They were down 4-1. They really come back strong. And you wonder a little bit, one of the things you talked about, playing 4 quarters, conditioning. The Jacks are in pretty good condition.
Absolutely. The Jacks are in fantastic shape. They're tested throughout training camp to make sure that they come into training camp fit. These guys work hard during the week and in the offseason. Philadelphia has a few guys whose conditioning is always a little suspect. So we'll see what happens as this game goes on. If the Jacks can keep them running, and definitely wear on them.
And a push in the back. Oh, that's going to be drawing a lot of boos from the crowd here, but that was definitely a push in the back. So a penalty and another opportunity for Portland on the power play when we return. 7-6. The Jacks lead it with 3:35 left here in the first half.
What are you being charged for internet service?
I don't know, maybe $24?
$23.90.
What are you being charged for internet service?
$10.95.
$10.95.
Millions are discovering the real value of People PC Online. Go to peoplepc.com now to try us free for 30 days. You get unlimited internet access for only $10.95 a month. People PC Online has a smart dialer with more local access numbers than AOL for faster, more reliable connections. You even get security tools to help protect you from spam, pop-ups, and email viruses. And you can continue to use your favorite instant messenger. Compare us side by side with your current ISP. Go to peoplepc.com and start saving today. So the next time you're asked how much you pay, proudly declare
$10.95.
Go online or call 1-800-341-9668. People PC Online, a better way to internet.
Welcome back to Philadelphia. The Jacks leading the Wings 7-6 here in the second quarter. Get your tickets to all Lumberjacks home games by calling 503-797-9739 or go to portlandjacks.com. Season tickets for the Lumberjacks start as low as $80. Packages include the 7 regular season home games and the NLL All-Star Game. Call 503-797-9739 or go to portlandjacks.com to be there in the Rose Garden for all of the Lumberjacks action. Power play for Portland. Alexander Halliday, the cutter, shot. Morgan had a good look. Powell blasted, but it's still Portland ball. Shot clock reset.
Jacks are 3 of 5 in the power play, and as we've mentioned before, the idea of the power play is to give yourself good opportunities. You get good shots, the ball's going to go in eventually. Right there, that wasn't a bad set on the power play. The Jacks got 3 pretty good looks at the net. It didn't go home, but over time, those are going to drop. Right now, they're 3 for 5, and they're probably going to get the ball back. Remember, just because you don't get a goal, there's still a lot of time left in the penalty when you get the ball back again, assuming you don't give up a rebound at the other end.
Remember when the Jacks were being outshot something like 12-1 or 13-1? Well, now Portland has 27 shots to Philadelphia's 23. Volume shooting is big in this game.
It really is. And that's one of the reasons that Americans used to struggle offensively so much, is that in the field game, they're used to shooting at a higher percentage, so they were shy about shooting. You have to take shots. You got to put the ball in cage in order for it to ever have a chance of going in.
Halliday. Bruce Alexander thought about it. Morgan to Alexander. Shot! Save!
And you can see Philadelphia's changed here. They're running that diamond with Sweeney high, and we were getting the cuts. They just went to a box on that set instead to try and prevent us from keep the cutters in front of them, up in front of them where they can see them.
They'll be able to kill most of the power play.
When I'm talking about, when I say a box, means there's 2 defenders down low and two defenders up high forming a box. When they're in a diamond, they have 1 guy up high, 1 guy down low, and then 1 guy on each side, making more of a diamond shape looking out from the cage.
Hey, look at this. Ian Kreishley, the youngster, shot, save. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Now, if there was a little bit more time in the power play, that probably would have been a bad shot, but with only 7 seconds left, might as well take the chance. They're not going to get anything set up at the power play anyway.
And here's another chance. Crashley all over the place.
I think he's a little tired, though, that time. He's decided to settle it down.
Looked like the legs were gone, didn't it? Cradles gives it up. We're back at full strength. Both sides. Stapleford, who scored 2 goals on opening night, the first and the last goal. The last goal coming early in overtime. Jack's first ever overtime game, and they got the win. And there's a shot and a goal!
Morgan again.
Have a night, would you? 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points with still a minute left in this first half.
I think Peter Morgan might be feeling it tonight.
Man.
This is another great shot from him. That's a tough shot. That's a really tough shot. And you know, the amazing thing is that Peter Morgan takes this shot with confidence. Sets his feet, sees a spot he likes, and just bounces it up past the goalkeeper. That's a fantastic shot.
Well, you never know, do you? You come into the arena. I didn't expect to see Philadelphia jump on top 4-1 in such dominating fashion. I did not expect to see a first half in which Mr. Peter Morgan would have 7 points.
Yes, that's a great game. And he's got it in the first half here.
Jacks would like to add another. They're already up 2. Alexander, who just missed wide to the right.
Just missed the pipe. Just missed it.
At the half, we'll, of course, recap the first half. We'll have our highlights. Jim Jennings, the league commissioner, will join us, along with Angela Batinovich, the owner of the Portland Lumberjacks. She's in Philadelphia tonight. I know she was looking forward to coming to see what the atmosphere would be like here in Philadelphia. This is where this entire league started.
Yeah, I think this is one of 2 arenas she hadn't been to. I think maybe Rochester she hasn't been to as well. So I know she was really excited to get up here and see the Philly fans and hopefully see the Jacks win.
Whistle and a foul is called, and it's going to be a penalty against Portland, I believe. Talking about where this league started, it actually did start here in Philadelphia back in 1987. The Wings were established as one of, I think, 6 teams in what was the Eagle Pro Box Lacrosse League. It was founded by the current Wings owners, Chris Fritz and Russ Klein. They're now members of the National Lacrosse League Hall of Fame, but that's where it all started. They actually owned the whole league at that time, right?
They owned the whole league. It then became the MIL, the MI, Major Indoor Lacrosse League. It was that for a while, and then when it went to separate individual owners with each team, and Fritz and Klein gave up ownership of most of the teams, it then became the NLL.
Well, that's good stuff. Of course, I mentioned Fritz and Klein were inducted into the very first class of the National Lacrosse League Hall of Fame. They were inducted back in February of last year. You know, that's pretty neat stuff. You get a sense of the history here. We talked right at the outset of the history, the tradition, 6 championships in the 20 years of this pro indoor lacrosse league. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah, when you think of that, about that percentage-wise, that's a lot of championships, 6 out of 20. And they've always been good here at Philly. I mean, they had a great tradition. They had Gary and Paul Gate and Tom Marichek, 3 of the best players ever to play in this league. We're all on the same team together, along with Dallas, Eliuk, and the Cage. And they had some fantastic years back then. And right now, they're just working to get some of that vibe back with the team that they had in those days. It's a little bit different look. They can't just go out with confidence that you know, we're a better team. We're just going to beat you. They're working hard now to get back on track, and the Jacks are trying to stop that.
Of course, a reminder, the next home game, the Jacks will be home to play the Arizona Sting on Saturday, January 20th at 7 o'clock. It is country night at the Rose Garden. Of course, they played the Sting the night before down in Arizona. Power play chance here on the 5-minute high sticking penalty, and that's big. So it'll still be a big advantage into the second half. But right now, it's halftime, and a remarkable comeback for your Portland Lumberjacks. Derek Keenan has to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. His team trailed early by 3 goals. Now they're up 2 at the half. Dallas Eliuk is back in Philadelphia trying to get another win. He wins here a lot. Always did, always will, hopefully. We'll be back. 8-6, the Jacks lead.
On Deck, Portland's premier sports bar, located in the Pearl District, is proud to announce its official sponsorship of the Portland Lumberjacks. Enjoy fine dining at On Deck before heading to PGE Park or to the Pearl's many attractions. Afterwards, it's back to the On Deck for your favorite beverage, sports, lottery, and great entertainment. Portland's premier sports bar, On Deck, offers it all in the Pearl at 14th and Kearney.
At Premier, we can help you furnish every area of your home.
The rent-to-own way.
This 7-piece living room set can be yours for as low as $24.99 per week.
Home of the 12, 18, 21-month rental. You decide.
It's a better way to buy at Premier.
At Papa Murphy's Pizza, thin is in. Thin as in our delight pizzas. Made with cracker-thin crust, real mozzarella, and the freshest ingredients. Thin as in a thin waistline because you get great taste with fewer calories. And finally, thin as in a skinny little price tag. Now get a pepperoni meat or veggie delight for just $6.99. Because thin is in. Handmade in our kitchen, home-baked in your oven. That's Papa Murphy's.
Every family is distinct. Some are territorial. Some are still adding members. And some families are very, very neat. One size does not fit all families, so Toyota makes 6 different SUVs. No matter what kind of family you have, Toyota has an SUV for yours. Get 4.9% APR financing for 60 months on Highlander. For choice, Toyota is a smart way to keep moving forward.
At Premier, we can help you furnish every area of your home.
From appliances
to computers,
even wheels and tires.
Premier Rental Purchase is also kid-friendly.
Home of the 12, 18, 21-month rental. You decide.
Welcome back to Philadelphia. It is halftime, and the Lumberjacks lead the Wings 8-6. Scott Lynn, Brian Silcott with you. We're glad to be here. We hope you're enjoying it. What a first half for the Jacks. After the slow start, they've come back strong.
Yeah, it looked a little scary for the Jacks early. We didn't have the ball, quite literally, for about the first 5 minutes of the game. We were losing faceoffs. We were having bad turnovers, but we couldn't pick up loose balls. But then it swung. I think at one point we were down 13-1 in shots. I think by the end of the half, though, we were up 27 to 23 or something like that. And what swung with that is the score of the game. We're now up by 2. The Jacks are feeling pretty good. We got transition goals. We got power play goals. And we even got some goals in the 5-on-5 that were pretty nice.
Hey, number 44 is having a pretty good game.
Not bad, yeah. Not bad at all.
Let's look at this. Peter Morgan is having a monster night. 7 points in the first half alone.
Yeah, and some of his early assists were kind of quiet. You almost didn't notice how many assists he was getting. But then he stepped up and started dropping the goals. And this one's just a beautiful shot. Gets a look at the net and bounces it far side very nicely. As he comes in here, you see him reach around, gets a good look, bounces it far side, puts it up in the top corner. You got to be 6'6" to make that shot.
Yeah, I guess so. He's having a great night, as are the Jacks. They've come back, that's for sure. Hey, remember now, the next home game is Saturday, January 20th. Arizona Sting will be coming into town. It's a rematch of the playoff game from a year ago. Remember, the Sting won that one. So it's kind of a revenge thing coming up. Be sure to get your tickets. Come to the Rose Garden. Enjoy the game. It's going to be a fun night. No question about that. They'll play the night before in Arizona and then in Portland the next night. It's halftime. We'll be right back.
You're looking at cutting-edge medicine. Surprised? Our jumping clinics help female athletes avoid injuries. Of course, when they do occur, it's good to know that the region's best orthopedic surgeons and rehab services are right here in Vancouver, with the kind of innovative thinking that can keep you on the move.
This copyright telecast of the National Lacrosse League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the National Lacrosse League.
Do you, Dick, take Jane to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do. Yes!
DickSaysYes.com. Thousands of vehicles to choose from, and just as many ways to finance one for you.
What's the right time to call Western Culinary Institute?
When can I find out about a future in the culinary industry?
When can I start preparing for a career in hotels, restaurants, resorts, and cruise ships?
When should I call this number?
Now. Call for a free CD about Western Culinary Institute. Operators are standing by. Call toll-free 1-866-WCI-CHEF, 1-866-924-2433 now. Now.
If you haven't called yet, what are you waiting for? Call now to find out about a culinary career like the one you just saw. It's all here in this free Hot Culinary Careers and How to Get One guide. It's got details on today's in-demand jobs.
Call Western Culinary Institute now to find out how to get your free Hot Culinary Careers Guide. Someone is here to take your call 24 hours a day. Call toll-free 866-WCI-CHEF. That's 866-924-2433. Call now.
Do you, Dick, take Jane to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Yes!
DickSaysYes.com. Thousands of vehicles to choose from, and just as many ways to finance one for you.
It is halftime here in Philadelphia. Portland leading the Wings 8-6. And joining me here in the booth, the commissioner of the National Lacrosse League, Jim Jennings, and also Angela Batinovich, who's the owner of the Portland Lumberjacks. And Angela, let's start with you. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I missed a lot of it because
Really?
I've been running around trying to introduce myself to so many different people. It's my first trip here, so I've been trying to run and catch the game and run and catch the game. So, but I was a little nervous in the beginning, but we've turned it around. So
well, this was
okay.
This was your first trip, as you mentioned, and I know
Yes.
you were looking forward to seeing what the atmosphere would be like here in Philadelphia. What do you think?
It's great. I mean, I'm impressed with this crowd, especially with this Eagles game on. It's great. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's tough when you're up against the that other
yes.
team in town. Yeah,
Definitely.
very good, very good. Well, I do want to talk to Jim Jennings here because, of course, Portland is hosting the National Lacrosse League All-Star Game coming up in March. And Jim, how did Portland get that game? What made the difference?
Well, Angela really made the difference. I mean, she really she's a very convincing person. And when we had actually 3 cities that bid on it, and she came up with a plan that we thought was really, really unique, and we think she's going to do a tremendous job for the game on March 10th in Portland.
It's more than just a game. It's kind of a whole weekend. There's a lot of stuff that will go on then as well, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, after speaking to some of the city leaders there in Portland, we're really excited about doing a lot of things, not just bringing the game in, but making it all, 3, 4, 5-day event. We're really excited about it.
Jim, I want to ask you about expansion because there are 2 expansion teams this year, New York and Chicago. And I know in your State of the League address, you talked about, hey, we're going to expand. How many teams what would be the ideal number for the National Lacrosse League?
Our business plan calls for 24 teams over the next 4 years. So we're on an expansion mode right now. We want to get some more cities out west, to help the Portland Lumberjacks on their travel issues. And we think we're going to do that over the next year or 2.
What team or what cities might be next in line? We've heard Bob Whitsitt, the former Blazer president, has applied for Seattle.
Yeah, Bob has an application in. We're continuing to work with him in the city and the Key Arena to try to make that happen for next season. So hopefully we can get that done. Other cities that we have applications in are St. Louis and Salt Lake City. So we're excited about getting some more expansion out west for sure.
League Commissioner Jim Jennings, thanks for joining us up here in the booth. Angela Batinovich, thank you. Go enjoy the second half.
I'm going to.
Catch some of the game here. Okay, very good. Hey, Philadelphia Wings fans, I actually saw some folks here wearing Lumberjacks t-shirts. That's good stuff, too. So we're going to come right back with the second half. The Jacks leading the Wings 8-6. Stay with us, folks. It was a wild first half, and there's still 30 minutes of great NLL action to come.
Here's a money-saving idea. Quest has a challenge for you, a challenge to save money. Do the math and add up what you're spending on high-speed internet, cable TV, local and long-distance service. If you're not bundling with Quest, you may be spending too much. Get blazing fast high-speed internet, direct TV service, and reliable digital voice. All for under $93 a month. Compare, bundle, and save. That's our spirit of service.
It's Bedrooms West end of the year clearance sale. Save up to 60% on children's beds, futons, water beds, electronic air and conventional beds,
including memory foam mattresses and flotation systems with no payment or interest for 1 full year.
Don't miss the end of the year clearance sale at these Bedrooms West locations.
Whatever you need for a good night's sleep, furniture at its best at Bedrooms West.
Is all that driving back and forth running you down? Try combining your trips into one or use other ways to get around. Walk, bike, carpool, or take public transportation.
You'll reduce pollution, relieve congestion, and save money on gas. For transportation options in your area, visit online. Drive less, save more.
Laptops are flying out of here. At Budget, we've got the hottest deals, and everything that's sold at $399 or above is free Wi-Fi. Get on down here.
A laptop that plays a DVD, only $399. Look at this high-quality IBM, only $599. Hey, we got gaming machines starting at $399.
Hey, for great laptop deals, it's Budget Computers, 646-1776. That's 646-1776.
Welcome back, everybody. It's halftime, and the Jacks lead the Philadelphia Wings 8-6. Early on, it looked like we weren't going to have much in the way of highlights to show you, at least as far as Portland was concerned. Fell behind 4-1, but the Jacks came back strong. Let's check out those first half highlights here at the Wachovia Center. Jacks came back strong with 7 goals after falling behind early.
Yep, we talk about it all the time. Things can change in a hurry, and it did right there with the rookie getting a nice goal over the top of the shoulder. Here you see the Jacks working hard on defense, but when you're persistent to the goal, you get opportunities, and the Wings get a nice goal there. That's just a little sloppy defense on our part that created that one. Here we are in the power play. Del Holiday cutting down the middle, gets the shot, rebound, Powell goal, and then Brody Merrill. Patented stuff here. Wide open out in front of everybody and burying it. That's a nice little pick and roll. That's Ratcliffe again coming down tight to the crease. He handles the ball very well there. And that's the last goal the Jacks had in the first half. Peter Morgan with his second goal of the night. He had 2 and 5 in the first half to lead the Jacks.
Look at the shots on goal, 30-24. Now remember again, I think it was 13-1 at one point. Philadelphia had outshot Portland, so that's dominating for Portland after that.
Absolutely, that certainly is.
Saves, you see Dallas Eliuk has made 24 saves. Loose balls, Portland's come up with 50 in the first half.
And that was a stat that, again, we mentioned early on. The Jacks were struggling on the loose balls. We weren't getting any of them, so obviously something swung to make that a little bit different.
Power play, Portland 3 of 6, but Philadelphia will start with a power play here in the second half. And they were only 1 of 2, but it seemed like they had the ball forever and a day in that first quarter.
Yeah, and the other stat that we didn't mention, we went down there, was the faceoffs. You know, winning 6 out of 16. That's not that bad for the Jacks against this team.
Philadelphia comes away with it. Do want to say hi to everybody at On Deck down in the Pearl District. That's the official party place for the Jacks.
Yeah, I don't think they can fit quite as many as we get in the Rose Garden, but I think there's a bunch of people down there watching the game.
And we welcome you to Jacks Television here on PDX 49. Power play opportunity. Adam Bysouth, by the way, with the 5-minute high-sticking penalty. And now Jacks try to get it going. Ryan Sharp in a hurry. Oh, he's tough! And he had a good shot.
That's good our move. First nice look at Ryan Sharp there of the year. Just using his body to plow through the defense. Again, the downside of doing that when you're on the short-handed team is, yeah, he gets a good look at the cage, you get an opportunity to score, but you don't burn any time off the penalty when you take a shot early in the shot clock like that.
Good point. We got here Wales. And a great save by Eliuk. He goes down low as Morrall was looking for another goal. His would have been his second of the night.
Rare turnover by Brody Merrill there. It's a little sloppy with the ball.
Both teams right now a little slow getting out of the box.
Yeah, it takes a moment to warm up sometimes. You know, you're sitting down in the locker room, getting things collected. You come back out a little bit keyed up, some bad passes, a little sloppy. Not a bad time, though, for the Jacks to have the Wings doing this when they're on the power play.
Scott Lynn and Brian Silcott with you. This is Berge with a pass. Ratcliffe, yeah.
Little defensive area there. You see the Wings run a rotation on the right-handed side there, and now the Jacks got a bit confused about who was going to pick the ball up. No one stepped to the ball, and he comes down wide open on Dallas. They run the rotation, rotate up. Ryan Marshall stays down, wide open shot.
And the hat trick for Ratcliffe tonight. He had 3 goals and an assist against Portland a year ago. So Jeff Ratcliffe, who did not play last week against Edmonton, one of the things that the Jacks knew coming in was he's always around the crease. You talked about it earlier. He always looks for rebounds, but he just went right in there.
Yeah, he's a tough player. He has great hands. He's a big man, but he has really good hands and is very adept at scoring around the crease. You won't see him taking a lot of outside shots, but when he gets tight to the crease, he's very good at putting it away.
Still over 2.5 minutes in the power play. Shot, save, Eliuk. Went up and hit the net. It'll still be Philadelphia ball.
Another little pick play there out of Philadelphia. They screen down on the high defender and rotate a man over the top for the outside shot.
Marol over the shoulder. Berge shot it. May have hit the post.
I think Dallas got a piece of that.
Did he? But it still Wings with it. Berge again. Boy, when he scores, they go crazy here. Shot, another save. Eliuk, who was the defender of the week in the National Lacrosse League after having the big save game against the Buffalo Bandits in the opener.
46 against Buffalo.
That's right. And in fact, his save percentage, 82%, leads the league.
That's fantastic. Yeah, 82% is outstanding.
Marol. Hey, how about that?
Good chance for Brody here. One-on-one with Christmas. He's got a man on the backside.
Shot and a goal! Bateman!
You can't measure the impact of Brody Merrill in an indoor lacrosse game. Right there, he picks the pass off right out of the defender's stick, takes it the length of the floor. Christmas sees him coming and has to press to him. You don't sit back. He presses. Brody finds the open man, wide open on the backside, and a very, very nice finish there. Very nice finish.
Ryder Bateman with his second goal of the night, and Brody Merrill with the assist. That was a beauty. And the Jacks again have a 2-goal lead. Power play continues. 1:30 left in it.
Yeah, that one hurts too. Giving up the shorthanded goal is always a tough thing. They thought they were just getting themselves back into it, looking maybe get 2 and get it even, and all of a sudden they're back down by 2.
Portland actually led the league, or were tied for the league lead with 13 shorthanded goals a year ago. So that's nothing new.
No, not at all. And it's because we're a transition team with guys like Sharp and Brody Merrill that can do things on the offensive end. They're going to push it up the floor. And we mentioned it before that Ryan Sharp took that shot early in the shot clock. It doesn't kill any time off the clock, but it gives you a chance at the score. You got to get the ball in net to give yourself a chance at the score.
Bateman with it in the corner. And now they'll just dump it. 30-second shot clock violation. If you're new to the game, there's a 30-second shot clock. The ball, as you mentioned in the first half, it has to hit the goalie or the net, the pipe, somewhere in there. If it misses, the shot clock is not reset. There's an over and back call, similar to basketball as well. A half-court stripe out at the center.
This should be the last possession here on the power play for the Wings. This one should kill it.
Over the shoulder. Oh, wow. Ratcliffe had another great look.
And that's what we didn't do on the last one where Ratcliffe scored. Ratcliffe was in the high spot. There he's in the low spot. And you need to step up on that shooter. Dallas will save that shot down on the pipe as long as we don't let the guy step across.
Dallas Eliuk, 15 years here in Philadelphia. Won 4 championships with the Wings. Of course, asked for a trade last year. Came to the West Coast. Came and played for Portland. Was just outstanding all year long. But he believes that he's maybe in even better shape and going to have a better year.
Yeah, he thinks he's in much better shape this year. When you see him, you can just see physically. He's a little bit bigger. He's spent a lot of time in the weight room. He's in great shape. He's feeling good. He's having a great time in Portland and just feels much better about his game this year.
Dallas Eliuk, we talked about, he's all-time goalie. I mean, he's just awesome. He had, coming into the season, nearly 6,500 saves. And we were talking about it on the plane out here. He also has over 14,000 saves in the Western Lacrosse Association. So more than 20,000 shots he's faced in his career.
That's a lot of rubber. That's a lot of rubber.
Yes, it is. Hey, there's a timeout on the floor, so we're going to step aside and we will come right back. Hope you stay with us. It's going to be fun here in Philadelphia at the Wachovia Center. It's the Lumberjacks on top of the Philadelphia Wings, the 6-time champs, 9-7.
Earlier this evening. Congratulations to our winner.
In certain conditions, rain, snow, emergency turns, your car can lose its direction, and that can get ugly. But Toyota has a system that distributes power or brake in the blink of an eye and keeps you going in the direction you want to go. It's called Vehicle Stability Control, and it's standard equipment on every Toyota SUV. Now, get $1,250 customer cash on a new 4Runner. Toyota, a smart way to keep moving forward.
It's time for Bundy Furniture's Wet Tag Blowout. incredible savings on hundreds of red tag clearance items. Receive an additional 15% off already reduced wood and upholstered furniture. Many already marked down over 50%. They're priced to fly, so don't miss out.
I'm going to Murphy's.
Tonight's coverage of Portland Lumberjacks indoor lacrosse is brought to you by Quest. The spirit of service is Quest. By Scion. What moves you? Scion. By Wells Fargo. The next stage in banking is Wells Fargo. By Les Schwab Tires. We take pride in performance. Les Schwab Tires. By On Deck Sports Bar and Grill, Portland's premier sports bar. And by Southwest Washington Medical Center. Advanced medicine with a human touch. And again, a howdy-do to everybody at On Deck watching the game tonight here in Philadelphia. The Jacks leading the Wings 9-7. The Jacks killed the power play.
Yeah, you know, they gave up a goal in that 5-minute penalty, but they also got one back, so they end up 1-1. That's perfect. They'll take that any time in a 5-minute major.
Jed Prosner with it. The Jacks in the dark jerseys tonight. Again, the league has gone to home whites all the way around. The visiting team wearing the dark jerseys.
Yeah, I believe it used to be the home team had the option of wearing whatever jersey they wanted to.
Peter Morgan having quite a night if you just tuned in. 2 goals and 5 assists in the first half for Peter Morgan.
Yeah, that shot right there is not one of Peter's strong points, but he's going to mix it up. He wants to take different shots, make the defense respect him wherever he is on the floor.
Peter Morgan, his job is a senior account manager of the bank. Royal Bank of Canada. He's put some money in the bank tonight. Uh-oh. Yeah, Kyle Wales.
Yeah, bad mistake on the pick and roll there. They had 2 defenders step to the ball, wide open. Guys are going to finish on that all the time.
Kyle Wales, we talked about him earlier. He's a very, very good player out of Brown University. A first-round draft pick, and that's just too easy.
Yeah, I think we had Marshall and Sharp both stepping up with the ball, leaving the man to set the pick wide open on the roll. He even had time to drop the ball, pick it back up, fakes far side, comes back short side with a nice finish.
Wales' first goal of this game. He had 3 goals and 3 assists in his debut in Edmonton last week. So he hasn't hurt the Jacks incredibly tonight. They've done a good job with him.
Yeah, he's not a great finisher. I mean, he's a good finisher, but he's not. That is a great finish there.
Took the words right out of my mouth, my friend. Scott Stapleford. Again, he's the guy who won the game for Portland at home against the Bandits, scoring just, 42 seconds into overtime, and he gets his first goal of the night here on the road.
I hope someone got a photo of that one, because that was a beautiful goal, diving across. Stapleford played in Colorado last year. It's a great pickup by the Jacks in the offseason, and you can see him there giving everything he's got, fully extended, reaching back to sneak it inside there.
The National Lacrosse League, there is offense in this league, folks. 18 goals already scored tonight, and we're not even halfway through the third quarter. How about that opening game? Edmonton, remember that was 20-15? There's some goals that night.
Yeah, I mean, it can open up at any point. You can go like the Jacks did, went 27 minutes plus in their last game without a goal and then scored, 2 and 3 minutes to tie it back up.
Ratcliffe gives it up in the corner. Ratcliffe with a hat trick already tonight. This is Berge. Trying to get to the middle, defended by Pat Jones.
Yeah, there you see us play the pick and roll properly.
That shot was rifled in there by Greenhall, and Dallas Eliuk made a great save. 7:45 left. We're at even strength. Seems like one team has been on the power play most of this night. One or the other. Halliday, I think, is over and back is called.
Yeah, you see the Jacks right there. Transition isn't just Brody Merrill running up the floor in front of everybody. It's also the 4th, 5th guy into the offensive end. That's what the Jacks were looking for right there.
Talking about power plays and situations tonight. You remember last year's game, in the game between the Jacks and the Wings here in Philadelphia, there were a total of 57 minutes in penalties. Jacks with 22 and the Wings with 35 had a couple of 5-minute majors for fighting. Actually, more than a couple. We had 2 big fights. That involved a few people. Tom Hayek was kicked out of that game. Here's
More
Crashling.
transition.
And now the Wings, a man out ahead of the game. Look out, this is Snyder. Dangerous play. Great save, Eliuk. Look out, rebound, score.
That's reverse transition right there. We had to press up the floor. We had numbers. Snyder hangs back. He's all alone when the ball comes back the other direction.
Mark Morley with the goal on the rebound. He now has his 3rd goal of the night. A hat trick for Mr. Morley.
The Jacks press here. They're up the floor, but then when they lose the ball, the Wings have an obvious numbers advantage going back the other way. Great save to stop the first one, but he's on the ground. Nothing we can do about the second one.
Morley had 5 shots on goal at Edmonton, but did not find the net. He's feeling much better tonight.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice little player, too. I like Mark Morley.
5'10", 5th year in the league, 3rd year with Philadelphia, out of Hoboken, New Jersey.
Yep, played his college ball at UMass.
Yeah. Another chance. Oh, man. That was almost a fluky thing right there. That almost bounced into the net. You know that?
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward.
That was very awkward. Very, very ugly. But the Wings would have taken it, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. Without question on that.
So here comes Portland on offense, leading by just 1 again. It's been a tight game most of the night now. Biggest advantage, of course, for Portland has been 2 goals.
Jacks running sneak here. They got 6 offensive players on.
Oh, yeah. Shot and a goal!
And it pays off.
Good catch.
Yeah. Derek Keenan is very willing to pull his goaltender. For those of you that were around last year watching the Jacks, remember he did it at the end of the game against Colorado in the first game of the year. He did it in overtime to win the first game this year, and does it right here out of the blue. They have 6 players on offense, open net. Jed Prosner finds his spot, puts it literally on the pipe there. That's a great shot from Jed Prosner. And the Jacks continuing to hang on here. When the Wings get a goal, the Jacks answer back to keep that 2-goal margin.
Powell and Holiday get assists on the goal. 11-9 the score. Here's Hominick with it.
That was a pretty risky one there, Tim. Derek's willing to take some chances in interesting spots. And I would say overall he's a fairly conservative coach in his approach to the game. But when he takes chances, they're big ones.
Well, and you won't see him take that chance probably in the 4th quarter, right? Because of the placement of the bench. Is that part of the deal?
Yes. Well, actually, this is the quarter where you normally wouldn't do it. I'm sorry, this is the quarter where you would do it because the goalie can get off to the box without running in front of the other team's bench.
Right. It's a short trip for him. So you'd only see that in, what, the 1st and 3rd period in tonight's game? Yeah.
Right, 1st and 3rd. 1st and 3rd when you're the visitors, 2nd and 4th when you're the home team.
Got it. Okay. That's interesting stuff right there. You were talking about that on the plane. I didn't realize that it made that big a difference, but you can really gain an advantage just based on where the benches are placed.
Absolutely. And you use the bench all the time to try and create offense because you can also substitute at the near end and you come back on the opposite end. So you essentially go in and out. We call it the front door and the back door. The offensive players are at the front door, the defensive players are at the back door, and you can gain that length of the bench and distance by subbing one guy off, another guy on.
Berge with a shot, no good. If you're new to the National Lacrosse League, like I am for the most part, we're going to all learn together. From Brian Silcott, a former player, played in this league. He knows the game, was a practice player with the Jacks last year. He knows all the guys. And here's another chance. A shot, no good. Stapleford had a good look and a good save there by Jay Priest.
Fresh 30, though. It's a nice thing.
Actually, let me double check. I believe we might have Montour in there right now in goal.
Yeah, we are way up here. It's tough to read the Wings numbers from this far up.
It is. Kenny Montour is in goal at this point.
Montour's in the goal.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he just came on or not, or maybe he started the second half. But we are at the very top of the Wachovia Center, folks. It's way up here.
Yeah, I'm really glad. I'm not afraid of heights because we are way up in the air.
And we're looking straight down on the carpet. 3:39 left here in the 3rd quarter. 10 on the shot clock. 11-9 Jacks. They're not going to get a shot away.
Yeah, nice defensive set here.
Yeah,
nothing out of Philadelphia on offense there. Nothing at all.
That was really nice. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the floor. So we are going to take a break as well. 3:23 left. 11-9. The Jacks leading the Wings. Don't go away. As we saw in the opener in Portland, things can turn in a hurry. Hey, we already saw it tonight. We'll be right back here in Philadelphia.
What are you being charged for internet service?
I don't know, maybe $24?
$23.90. What are you being charged for internet service?
$10.95.
$10.95.
Millions are discovering the real value of People PC online. Go to peoplepc.com now to try us free for 30 days. You get unlimited internet access for only $10.95 a month. People PC Online has a smart dialer with more local access numbers than AOL for faster, more reliable connections. You even get security tools to help protect you from spam, pop-ups, and email viruses. And you can continue to use your favorite instant messenger. Compare us side by side with your current ISP. Go to peoplepc.com and start saving today. So the next time you're asked how much you pay, proudly declare
$10.95.
Go online or call 1-800-341-9668. People PC Online, a better way to internet.
Hey, if you're enjoying tonight's game here in Philadelphia, be sure to watch next Friday night as Jacks TV heads to Arizona for the game against the Sting. Revenge time. The Sting bounced the Jacks out of the playoffs, of course, last year, and Jacks going to be pumped up for that. Catch all the goals, hits, and saves on PDX 49. That's next Friday the 19th at 8 p.m. Your Lumberjacks battling the Arizona Sting here on PDX 49. And, of course, that's available again to watch at On Deck Sports Bar and Grill, the official tailgater, after game and viewing party location of the Portland Lumberjacks. Be a fun night, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
but you got to go down to Arizona and do that.
I'll be down in Arizona, yeah, but I haven't been to that place yet to check it out. I've heard it's a pretty nice spot.
And now I believe we're going to have a big penalty here for running into the goalie.
Yeah, that's RP going to the cage hard there. That's a tough one though when you're being ridden by a defender down into it. But they got to call that penalty. They have to protect the goalies. You see RP driving hard to the cage here with the defender all over him. The responsibility is on the offensive player there not to make that dive where he's going to end up running into the goalie.
Ryan Powell will go into Jack in the Box penalty box for 2 minutes. And he'll be there, and the Jacks will try to ward off another man down situation. Power play for the Wings. Philadelphia probably has a little sense of urgency in this one as they lost their opener at Edmonton, and Edmonton had only one win all of last year, and that might get them going.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. That's when the Jacks are probably going to give up. They're going to let Wales take that shot and leave it up to Dallas. He got a nice look. He put it in the right spot. They're going to give him that one.
Wales' second goal of the night brings the Wings within one.
The Jacks really don't want to extend much further than this and try and play him. You can see the defender reach out, try and get a slap check on his arm. But, they're not going to extend much more and try and prevent those shots. He put it right on the spot and gets the goal.
It amazes me, Brian Silcott, how often these guys can find the very corner of the net. I mean, there's no room there.
They're absolutely incredible shooters. Absolutely incredible shooters. When they do miss, they usually could tell you immediately what they did fundamentally wrong, that it went off the mark. And if they were able to shoot 3 in a row, if they missed the first one, the next 2 are going to be right on the mark.
Marat and Greenhall with assists on the goal. Berge give and go. Radcliffe, look out. Dangerous play. Eliuk, a great save. Oh, that was a great opportunity for Philadelphia.
I like that finish that Radcliffe is using there. He actually starts the dive and jumps up and then tries to finish low. He jumps up on the dive and tries to throw it back down low.
What stick work there by Ryan Marshall. And Berge's heading to the Jack in the Box penalty box.
Yeah, Berge got the penalty. They actually called Ryan Marshall for pinning the ball on his chest. That's why they stopped play there. Normally they let him continue going, but they called him for pinning it on his chest to prevent it from getting taken away.
Actually, it's Radcliffe that's going to the penalty box.
Let's see if he does actually pin on his chest. Yeah, maybe a little bit there. Maybe a little bit.
But in the meantime, an advantage now for Portland. Man up. Alexander. Hominick. Shot. Just wide. Another reset right here. Actually, the clock continues. It didn't hit anything. So only 10 seconds on the shot clock. Alexander. Rifle shot.
Oh, 2 chances to go in on that. Hit the pipe. Goal in the back. Almost went in off his back. Fresh 30 now.
The crowd into it right there, and a great effort by Peter Morgan. That's where being, the big guy, 6'6", really helps.
Yeah, a big difference defensively there. In field lacrosse, with all you high school players, you're not allowed to play without your stick. But if you lose your stick defensively, you are allowed to continue playing defense without your stick. That one probably should have been a hold call, however.
Halliday with a shot. It was defended. by Montour. Again, Ken Montour, who's the brother of a former Jacks player.
Tommy Montour, yep, played for the Jacks last year.
He has replaced Jay Priest in goal. And we'll see if it makes a difference. Under a minute left here in this third quarter. Quite a battle there.
Yeah, we just got the exact same call, and that one was obvious. Sweeney had the ball pinned on his chest. That was a crazy scrap for loose ball. Sweeney there were so many guys around, he just pinned it on his chest, but the official caught him.
43 seconds left in the penalty play for Portland.
What that scrum did do was take a lot of time off the power play.
Morgan, shot goal! Peter Morgan!
I think the man is having a night, folks.
It's the hat trick for Peter Morgan and an 8-point night.
Peter Morgan, you know, one of the things he does really well is he mixes up his shots. The goalkeeper never knows where he's shooting the ball. We've seen him bounce it far side twice. Here he comes back to the short side right off the hip. He's a very tough man to stop. He has a ton of different options. He's a very smart shooter with excellent hands. If you notice, the Jacks are also winning some draws here. Pat Jones is doing a great job scrapping, and when you have someone like Brody Merrill coming in to pick it up, it makes things a lot easier.
Hominick and Alexander credited with assists on the goal. We're back to full strength.
Nice look, nice save by Montour.
5 on 5, and here come the Wings. Down 2 again. Under 10 seconds left, third quarter. Let's see if they can get a good shot away. Eliuk with a good save. Hominick scoops it up, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. And the Jacks, who led by 2 at halftime, continue to lead by 2 as we head to the final 15 minutes here at the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia. Derek Keenan, he's not taking a sigh of relief just yet. There's still a lot of work to do. We'll be right back with the final quarter at the Wachovia Center.
Someday, a backyard. Someday, medical school. Someday, a home office.
Hi, hon.
Someday, a real vacation. Talk with a Wells Fargo banker today and find the right way to reach your someday.
My name is Christy Caldwell. I'm from Rose Hill, Virginia. Here's my story. Deer jumped out in front of me. I didn't have enough time to swerve, so I hit the deer. Oops. The deer was fine. He just got up and walked away. The next day, I found out I had a $500 deduction, and I didn't want to put it on a credit card. So I talked to Check Into Cash, and just like that, they got me $500 and got me back on the road.
We've all been there. You need cash fast. You might have an emergency, or you may be between paydays. That's why there's Check Into Cash.
My old car had 250,000 miles on it, and my wife was embarrassed to be seen in it. So we went out to the dealership to get us a new car. My wife fell in love with this car, and I needed another $500 for the down payment. So we went to Check Into Cash, and 10 minutes later, I had my down payment.
With more than 1,200 locations nationwide, Check Into Cash gets you the money you need when you need it.
So now my wife's happy. When my wife's happy, everybody's happy. And you gotta admit it, this is one sweet ride.
Check Into Cash. It's quick, easy, and confidential.
Welcome back, everybody, to Philadelphia's Wachovia Center, where the Portland Lumberjacks lead the Philadelphia Wings 12-10 as we go to the fourth quarter. Peter Morgan's having quite a night.
Yeah, it's been 3 and 5 thus far. Still some time left to go. One of the things I said before I love about Peter is the variety in his game. He scores in different ways, and he's always looking for the pass as well. He likes to shoot the ball. He's going to take a shot, but he's always looking for the pass as well. And you see he takes 3 goals, 3 different shots to get those goals.
Peter Morgan, what a night he's having. 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Not sure what the official team record is for the Lumberjacks in points in a game, but I know Brody had the 9-point game against Philadelphia last year here with the 2 goals and 7 assists. But Peter Morgan, regardless, is having quite a night.
Another face-off win there for the Jacks. Really hanging tough on the draws, which is great to see.
Jacks up by 2 going to the fourth. One thing that has been nice to see is, unlike the game at home, as Ryder Bateman takes a shot and a good save by Ken Montour, No scoring drought. No scoring drought tonight. Again, 27 minutes, 35 seconds between goals. That's almost an entire half. And that was the situation at home. But here comes a dangerous situation, and oh my goodness, what a chance it was.
Transition coming back, though.
Bateman, 3-on-2, cutter, and a good interception. Nice defense there.
Yeah, Tommy Hayek waiting for that pass. We haven't mentioned his name a lot tonight.
No, we haven't. Ratcliffe loses it right in front of the goal. And a wind up and a shot high. That was Morley, who already has 3 goals. Dug out nicely by Greenhall. And now they pull the goalie to go for the man advantage as we have a delay penalty. And now it'll be a man advantage, a power play situation for Philadelphia. Ray Guzet, I believe, heading to the penalty box. Yes, indeed. Ray Guzet, 4th year in the league. He's heading to the Jack-in-the-Box penalty box. Led the team last year in penalty minutes with 44. That's nothing. We talked about Tom Hayek. He's the 2nd time all-time in Philadelphia history. He has, it's an amazing total. He had 68 penalty minutes last year, 50 the year before, 55 the year before that. He's a guy, Hayek, who just spends a lot of time in his Jack-in-the-Box penalty box.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He's not a real big guy, but he's a pretty tough kid. He'll scrap a bit.
A minute 40 left in the power play for Philadelphia. So Portland will now try to run most of the clock away. Use up all 30 seconds.
Yep, here they got RP come out of the box. They'll probably get him the ball. Someone will dodge here and try and get a shot off late in the clock.
Prosner.
There's Prosner.
Out to Stapleford. 4 on the shot clock. Oh, boy. Powell had a chance at it.
Yeah, the shot clock's over, though, anyway.
It is. It was reset, though, as it turns out. But it's Philadelphia ball now, regardless. 12:40 left in regulation. Wales. Look out here. Man advantage. Wales quickly around the side. Shot wide. Eliuk with a good save. Well, actually, I guess it didn't hit him. I thought it hit.
Yeah, just missed. That one was close. I don't know if that was intentional or if the ball just happened to pop out there.
Hey, looky here. Marshall ahead of the gang. And now he'll slow it up. Good idea, as Philadelphia had quickly countered on defense. Ryan Marshall in his 2nd year in the league. And here we go. Sweeney
playing with blood. That's a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah. And Ratcliffe was coming right down the pipe. He caught it and probably was a goal.
Should wrap up. That's about the end of the power play, I think. Yep. There's Guzet coming out.
So we're at even.
So again, the Jacks stop them there. That makes Philadelphia, I think, 3 of 5 on the game. Remember, the Jacks also got a shorthanded goal in their favor.
Long pass ahead. Looking for Guzet, but scooped up by Kenny Montour. Montour was the backup goaltender in Buffalo last year. Actually appeared in one of the playoff games. Played 17 minutes, gave up just a couple of goals, and had 12 saves.
Guzet there was looking for a call for an illegal pass to the goalie. I don't think that was actually a pass, though. It was more of a checked out of his stick.
11 minutes left. Jacks by 2.
Great defense by South. And that very easily could have been called for an illegal pick, and Adam did a great job of fighting through it and getting a check on the offensive player.
Eliuk has been strong again tonight in goal, trying to get a win here with Philadelphia. Jacks looking to get something going.
Nice cut, nice catch by Halliday. And wisely, though, his body's out of position. He's on the wrong side of the net, doesn't take the shot, holds onto the ball, gives the Jacks another chance to score.
Hominick with 3 on the shot clock. Philadelphia with it, and now it'll just be Philadelphia ball. Well, it's that time of game where you start to hold your breath a little and hope that nothing
I'm
changes.
getting a little tense here. This is where it starts to get a little tense. 10 minutes to go. We're up by 2 in what's really been a very, very even game. The shots, 47-43 in favor of the Wings. It's been an even game all over the floor.
The Wings in the second half actually have outshot Portland 23-13. Kind of been a game of ebb and flow, hasn't it? Under 10 minutes left. Brian Sharp gives it up. Brody Merrill's shot. And a good save by Montour.
One of the things I love about the Jacks is how the guys go hard to the bench and come hard off the bench.
And a shot, goal, Sean Nadlin. Nadlin with a goal that brings the Wings back within 1. Look out now. The fans here are into it.
That again, I think that may have actually been Snyder that scored. I'm not sure. Oh, no, it was Nadlin. Nope, you're right. Nadlin with the goal. That's why the Jacks shows he's a defender, not known as the guy that's going to score goals. The Jacks sit on the shooters on the other side, leave Nadlin alone. He does his job and finishes it.
Nadlin scored only 3 goals all of last season, but he has one right there that gets the Wings back within 1. He has a goal and an assist tonight for 2 points.
He's a long stick defender. Played at Johns Hopkins. Was a very good long stick defender in the field game, but has picked up the indoor game really well and can finish the ball. He'll run in transition, can get it in the goal. He's not a great shooter. That's why the Jacks didn't guard him there, but obviously he can put it in the net.
Great save by Eliuk there to keep the Jacks in front. Shot by Halliday, and Montour saved it.
Let's see if the Jacks can be consistent here. Every time they've given up the goal and gotten the lead back to 1, the Jacks have managed to score our next.
Under 9 minutes to play. Pick and roll.
Yeah, they're getting really close to illegal picks on that pick and roll.
Big push there by Rich Morgan. No penalty.
And when I say that, those are the ones that would never have been called in the past, but with the new rules and the new interpretation of the rules, at least, those are pretty close to being illegal picks.
Let's see if Brody holds it up, and he will. Good transition defense on that one. Alexander holds up top. Played a little D, played a little O. Played a little special teams tonight. Bruce Alexander again. Shot by Bateman was just wide, and Alexander will chase it down. It's 5 on the shot clock.
Short time.
Shot. Nice defense right there by Snyder. Here he comes. Look out now. Jeff Snyder with a chance to get the Wings back even.
Yeah, Jacks, great job getting back on defense.
Wow, Wales just mishandles it. Got the tough bounce.
That's interference. That's going to be a penalty. That's just a bad play by Kyle Wales right there. No reason whatsoever to check Dallas' stick. That's an automatic penalty.
And you're right. We've got the delayed penalty, so off goes goaltender Dallas Eliuk, and the Jacks are going to have the man advantage here even before the power play.
That's the kind of thing you don't see the Jacks do very often. They're a very disciplined team. Kyle was frustrated, as you said, a bad mistake, misses the ball, but then he compounds it by picking up a stupid penalty.
Halliday shot, goal! And that's huge!
Nice to see Dell finish. And that's usually Dell is a straight overhand shooter. He's taken a few of those overhand shots today and they didn't drop. This one he drops it down a little bit, takes a bit of a side armor, and that's using the screen very, very well. Reaches around. There's no way the goalie can see the shot. He reaches around his defender, puts the ball right on the pipe. Very nice goal. Jacks are back up by 2. And that goal will wipe out the penalty. So we'll stay at even strength 5-on-5 here.
So 7 minutes left. And the Jacks, with a 2-goal advantage, have the ball. Oh, Hominick almost made a great play there. We talk awkward. That was a little awkward.
Yeah, that was. But again, the Jacks would have taken it.
They would have taken it.
Absolutely.
Looking to defend right here and keep the 2-goal lead. Shot and goal. Wow, what a nice shot by Sean Greenhall.
from pretty far out. That's around, I'm going to say there were 3 men screening Dallas, maybe 4 in there. That's a tough save for Dallas to make. He can't see this ball coming. Greenlaw knows if he puts it in the right spot, it's going to go in.
Sean Greenhall was the winner of the National Lacrosse League Sportsmanship Award a year ago. Only spent 4 minutes in the penalty box. He made the all-rookie team. He was the league's Rookie of the Week 5 times. He pretty much was Brody Merrill's chief competition for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and played at Cornell University. He's a very good guy and an excellent lacrosse player, and he can shoot the ball from the outside.
As we just saw. And it's a 1-goal lead. 5-point night for Greenhall.
That's something we might start to see a little bit more out of the Wings here. They've been able to score some on the outside shots. He's trying to set screens and put the ball in the pipe against Dallas.
And the Wings are going to get the ball here. And there's 5:55 on the clock and timeout on the floor, so we'll step aside as well. Don't go away. This could get interesting. 13-12, the Jacks on top.
Do you, Dick, take Jane to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do. Yes!
DickSaysYes.com. Thousands of vehicles to choose from, and just as many ways to finance one for you.
Hey, check out Budget's great big wall of values today. Hey, look at this dual-core system start at $5.99. You can get laptops to watch movies for only $3.99. Hey, an IBM Lenovo dual-core laptop for only $7.99. Come on down to Budget Computers. We're open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, and open on Sunday. Give us a call at 646-1776. That's 646-1776.
Do you, Dick, take Jane to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do. Yes!
DickSaysYes.com. Thousands of vehicles to choose from, and just as many ways to finance one for you.
Welcome back to the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia. We mentioned earlier that we were very, very high up in the Wachovia Center. We are way up here. I think it's 7 stories. We're up at the very top of the building, having some fun. They're playing down there. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Nice to have you with us here on Jacks TV on PDX 49. Under 6 minutes to play. And this is a situation where the Jacks would love to get another goal. Instead, they don't even get the shot.
Yeah, I think Hominick and Pete Morgan got a little crossed up there on what they were doing on the pick and roll.
5.5 to play.
We mentioned earlier in the game, those outside shots are going to come from the left-handed side, from Wales and Cromwell and Morley and Greenall. Those are the guys that are going to take the outside shots. There we see Cromwell doing it. The Jacks really need to step up on those guys on that side and get a stick on them.
We talked about it all night, that Ratcliffe just loves to come in on the rebound, and there he was standing right in front of the goal, almost got a cheap.
He's the righty on the opposite side, so when those lefties drop the bombs from the outside, he's looking to scoop up the mess and dump it in the net afterwards.
Jacks a little fortunate to still have the lead right now. And heading to the to the penalty box is Ryder Bateman. He is in there for 2 minutes. This is a dangerous time.
Yeah, big power play for the Wings here.
Shot. It hit the top, didn't it?
Yeah, the Jacks were a tiny bit out of sync there. You saw that twice in a row. We had Brody and Richie Morgan step up to the shooter in the middle. They're a little bit out of sync. That shot hopefully give them a chance to reset and look a little bit tighter here.
Well, if they have to get the ball back, it's way up there in the 200 level here.
I bet they probably got another one in the box.
Yeah, I know they do. I know they do. We're going to take a timeout. Under 5 minutes to play, the Jacks cling to a 1-goal lead. Derek Keenan knows it ain't easy, is it? We'll be right back.
When's the right time to call Western Culinary Institute?
Now. When can I find out about a future in the culinary industry? Now.
When can I start preparing for a career in hotels, restaurants, resorts, and cruise ships?
Now. When should I call this number?
now.
Call for a free CD about Western Culinary Institute. Operators are standing by. Call toll-free 1-866-WCI-CHEF, 1-866-924-2433 now.
Now.
If you haven't called yet, what are you waiting for? Call now to find out about a culinary career like the one you just saw. It's all here in this free Hot Culinary Careers and How to Get One guide. It's got details on today's in-demand jobs.
Call Western Culinary Institute now to find out how to get your free Hot Culinary Careers Guide. Someone is here to take your call 24 hours a day. Call toll-free 866-WCI-CHEF. That's 866-924-2433. Call now.
Here at the Wachovia Center, the Jacks cling to a 13-12 lead. Hey, watching the Jacks on TV, you get all the action, but watching them live at the Rose Garden is outrageous. Get your tickets by calling 503-797-9739 or go to portlandjacks.com. Season tickets as low as $80. We're back in the action. Under 5 minutes to play. 4:40 right now to be exact, and a minute and a half left in the power play for Philadelphia.
We mentioned before that Jones is a really smart defender right there. He just used sheer intelligence to give himself an opportunity to create a turnover, got the ball on the ground.
An air gate shot tried by Ratliff. Air gate, of course, the shot that Gary Gate made famous.
I think Gary looked a little bit prettier than that doing it.
And he usually finished.
Gary's a little bit more athletic than Jeff Ratcliffe.
But he almost caught Dallas unawares, which would be a huge shock if that happened, because Dallas is pretty much aware most of the time.
Yeah, and Dallas was there. He had his foot on the pipe, and he may have looked not ready, but I think he knew what was going on.
Under 4 to play in regulation. And 40 seconds left in the power play.
All right, the short man's got to step up big here.
Greenhall sets it.
You see what the Jacks are doing here. They're really trying to stop the shot from the righties there. And then Jones is sliding across. That's what he did last time to create the turnover. They're setting the 3 guys over to the righty side.
Greenhall shot. Great save by Eliuk. And he was ready there.
Giving up the shot to the crease man on the lefty side.
Deflected into the net. It'll still be Philadelphia ball. Here we go. Shot clock reset.
You can see it here again. Jones cheating way over there to the low righty. And then flashing back across if the ball goes to the lefty.
Scoops it up. Shot pass. Oh, Eliuk was there. Ratcliffe tried to sneak in his 4th goal of the night. Didn't get it.
And that's the reason for that formation by the Jacks, is they don't want Ratcliffe getting that shot down on the low right side.
Sharp ahead to Bateman. And now he'll hold it up. It looked like they had something going for a moment, but again, they just wanted to kill the power play, and they've done that.
Yep, back to even strength. That was a very good man down set out of the Jacks. And a little variety in what they did.
Halliday hits the right post. And he'll chase it down. Since it hit the post, it's not over and back. Hominick scoops it up. Good job there. Right now, running the clock is the biggest thing the Jacks can do.
Yeah, Dell not known for his foot speed, but looking pretty quick getting after that loose ball there.
Hey, game's on the line right now. Under 2.5 to play. Shot, no good. Good save by Ken Montour. He's played pretty well since coming into the game.
A little too tight of an angle there for Peter Morgan. Again, great job in transition defense by the Jacks. They get the man to the ball. They're able to cover the cutter on the backside.
Ryan Morgan, I think, was the man that made the good defensive play. Scooping it up in the corner. 2 minutes left. Brody Merrill, Mr. Loose Ball, trying to come up with one right here. Look at this. That's fun.
Yeah, but it's tick, and this is tick, tick, tick on the wing side. Shot clock also.
Yeah, it is. And there's the shot clock violation. Good job for Portland. 1:48 left.
1 goal lead.
Yeah. We've kind of been in this situation, although this time Portland has the lead.
And remember, you can only kill 30 seconds at a time here in the NLL. 30-second shot clock, so the Wings are going to get their chances.
It wouldn't hurt to get one here.
Not at all. The Jacks are going to be very patient, though. They're not going to take anything quickly.
Halliday tried to use the screen of Bruce Alexander. 3-2 on the shot clock. It's going to expire. Nope. Yeah, it does. There it is. There's the whistle with 1:18. So right now, This will be a situation where the goalie Montour is coming off. He's taking a long time to get over to the far bench. And what you talked about.
Exactly. Yeah, this is not the bench where you want to be doing that, but they don't care if anyone sees it right now because they're down a goal late in the game.
So if you can get the defensive stop, look out. Yeah, Eliuk with the save. If the Jacks can come away with it, there's an empty net at the other end. Sharp with it. Gives to Alexander.
I'm really surprised Bruce didn't shoot that. Really surprised he did, but what he did was probably the right choice.
Montour was not yet in goal, but he may have had the angle to cut it down to Bruce Alexander.
Yeah.
Again, the clock is the important thing here.
Absolutely. 30 seconds on the game clock, about 10 on the Jack shot clock here. This should mean one more opportunity for Philadelphia.
Bateman's going to just, I think, dump it in the corner. Yes, sir. So here we go. 20 seconds left. One last shot for Philadelphia. Can the Jacks hold on and get their second one-goal win of the season?
And it'll be 6-on-5 here.
We are going to stay here at the Wachovia Center. We're glad that you're with us, folks. We've had a fun time tonight. I hope you have as well. This is fun stuff. We've had two great games here on PBX 49.
Excellent games to get it going. Just a little bit of what we're going to see when we come out here. What the Jacks most likely will do. You saw us in the Buffalo game with John Tavares. We took a defender and actually sent him out in the 6-on-5 situation. Shut off John Tavares and played 5-on-4. Here against Philadelphia, much more likely they'll play in a box and one essentially with Brody as the center guy. He'll float down to the inside and pop back up high on a center guy, but they will not shut somebody off. They'll play 5-on-6 with Brody as the center man and 4 defenders around him.
All right, here we go. Derek Keenan has talked to the troops. And the Philadelphia Wings have talked with Lindsey Sanderson. They will have it and move it up in a hurry. Greenhall sprints up. Greenhall with it. And this is big. Brody Merrill knocks it away. This may do it. Brody Merrill, empty net, goal! And Portland's going to win it here in Philly.
Nice way to finish it, too. Brody picking off a pass, picking up the loose ball, putting it in the net. Great game for the Jacks. Played outstanding defense throughout the game. Finished their opportunities, and Peter Morgan just had a fantastic night.
2 goals and 7 assists last year here in Philadelphia, and those 18 loose balls that he had against the Wings, and he's come back here, and he's all, the Jacks are all smiles tonight.
I think we have 3 seconds still left to go in the game here, but obviously no chance that the Philadelphia is going to score 2 goals in 3 seconds.
Long shots, one last save for Dallas Eliuk, and it is over. Your Western Division regular season champions win their 8th straight regular season game. They do it here in Philadelphia, beating the Wings in all their tradition. 14-12 the final here in Philadelphia. We will come right back with more from the Wachovia Center. Jacks are 2-0. Welcome this team back to Portland on Saturday night.
Here's a money-saving idea. Quest has a challenge for you, a challenge to save money. Do the math and add up what you're spending on high-speed internet, cable TV, local and long-distance service. If you're not bundling with Quest, you may be spending too much. Get blazing fast high-speed internet, direct TV service, and reliable digital voice. All for under $93 a month. Compare, bundle, and save. That's our spirit of service.
If you were born between 1922 and 1967, call 1-800-292-6200 now to find out more about the Heritage Plan. The average funeral now costs over $6,000, but the most government benefits will pay your family is only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the balance. The Heritage Plan helps your loved ones. It will pay for final and any other expenses. You must be age 40 to 85 to qualify.
No physical examination is necessary, and coverage starts as soon as you're accepted. To get free information about the Heritage Plan, call 1-800-292-6200 now. With the Heritage Plan, your rates will never increase, your benefits will never decrease, and your plan cannot be canceled. You also get a free planning guide to help carry out your wishes, so everything is done just as you want them to be. The Heritage Plan pays cash to your family when they need it most. To get free information about the Heritage Plan and its benefits, call 1-800-292-6200. You have no obligation. Operators are waiting for your call, so call now.
For free information, call now.
Here at the Wachovia Center, your Portland Lumberjacks have defeated the Philadelphia Wings 14-12, and the Jacks go to 2-0. And after that start, in which the Jacks fell behind 4-1, it was a really good win.
Yeah, it really was a great team effort. There were some guys that put up the points, but overall it was a team effort. Running the floor, wearing the Wings down, getting up and down, and playing great defense throughout the game in front of Dallas.
A correction, I think I said 7 assists for Brody earlier. 2 goals and 5 assists last year here at Philadelphia. Tonight, a new assist record for the Portland Lumberjacks, Peter Morgan. He had a really nice game.
He had a really nice game. And you don't notice some of those assists. He's just quietly distributing the ball around. What you do notice is the goals, and he had 3 very, very nice goals tonight.
Yeah, we're going to check out some of the second half highlights. And again, this was fun. The Jacks were up by 2 at halftime, and they end up winning this game by 2. Let's go through some of the highlights.
Here we see Brody coming. This is a play where the defense pays a lot of attention to Brody every time he comes off the floor with the ball and opens up people in the middle of the floor for him. Nice shot by Prosner. Rookie's having a nice year so far. 2 goals last game. Picked up a goal here as well. Little defensive error there by the Jacks, giving Ratcliffe one of his goals. We did have a few slip-ups, but overall played great defense. Dell Halliday with the outside shot. Rare one underhanded by Dell. That doesn't happen much.
Well, that was very, very nice for the Jacks tonight, and they win it by 2 here. And again, Peter Morgan, let's talk to the star of the game. He joins us right now. You want to ask the question? He had a good night.
One question I had for you, Peter, one thing that I enjoy watching when you play is the variety of ways in which you score. You find some interesting ways to get the ball in the net. If you could just talk about that a little bit, going far side, short side, bouncing, and some of the different things you do.
Yeah, sure. I think to begin the game, the goalie was giving me that top near side, and I was trying to force it in there, and then from there just adjusted and started bouncing the ball and throwing some twisters in there and stuff just to get him guessing, and it seemed to work. I think a credit goes to all our guys. We shot well tonight, and short on the scoreboard there.
Peter, let me ask you. You had all those assists early. Were you starting to feel like, hey, I want one of those? I want a goal.
Hey, you know what? If we can get the win, I don't care who gets the points, who gets the goals. I think it starts from the defense out. It starts with Dallas, and he played unbelievable tonight, as he always does. Our defense came up huge, and our offense just goes out there, and we don't have any superstars. It's a team effort out there, and everyone. I think the next game someone else is going to get all the points, and that's the character of our team. It's a total team effort, and it showed tonight.
Well, Peter, it was a lot of fun watching you play today, and obviously it was a team effort. But your performance was outstanding. You got to be pretty happy right now with this win. How are you feeling about the Jacks now moving forward in the season?
You know what? We're looking for the next game. We got 2 against Arizona. We got a short week, so we got to rest up and take care of ourselves. Obviously we're going to enjoy it tonight and enjoy the win, and we played hard and we deserve it. And we're gonna go against Arizona and battle. And it's they're a great team, so we're scouting them. We're getting prepared for Arizona, and we'll see what happens.
All right, Peter Morgan, the star of the game tonight. Thanks for being with us. Congratulations to you and the Jacks, who are now 2-0. Good job, Peter.
Thanks.
All right. Hey, he said it. Arizona, the next 2 games. Friday night, of course, in Arizona, and then on Saturday night, the Jacks will be home again. And if you've enjoyed this broadcast, if you weren't there on opening night, you need to get to the Rose Garden. Saturday night, the 20th. It's the rematch of last year's playoff game. And oh yeah, you're going to want to be there. So call for tickets at 503-797-9739 as the Jacks play the Sting at the Rose Garden next Saturday night. That's going to do it here from the Wachovia Center. The Portland Lumberjacks are 2-0 after winning tonight here in Philadelphia. Thanks for being with us. For Brian Silcott and the entire crew, the Jacks win it 14-12. Good night, everybody.
Here's why over 45 million people love DirecTV.
DirecTV.